Hello everyone, and in today's video I'll be doing Kaeya's Hangout Quest. So if you do enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what 4-star do you want to have a hangout next, because I'll be very interested to see what you guys think. Alright, let's go here. So I just want to let you guys know I'm a teeny bit sick right now, so if I sound a bit weird or something, that's probably why. Just want to let you guys know. Alright, let's go to Kaeya's. I've seen this quest go for a while, so... Oh, wait. Alright. Shenanigans and sweet wine. Begin hangout. Oh, I'm excited for this. I am excited. Oh. God, you're yawning all... Oh my god, Travis. Oh my god. He's yawning already. Go to Port Ormos? He's still in Port Ormos, it looks like it. He's still relaxing at Port Ormos. My man, my man. So we're going to go back to Mondstadt with him, I'm guessing. I actually like that they're kind of continuing off from Carry Bear. Because you do have to do Carry Bear to do this hangout, so. Oh my god. I'm actually happy they did that. I thought we were starting at Mondstadt, to be honest. I wonder if Kaeya's going to talk anything about Dainsleif in this. I hope he does. I really hope he does. And I did get a teeny bit. I'm pretty sure I got a teeny bit spoiled on some people in this quest that come into it, but who knows? I might be wrong and I might have misinterpreted it. Look at him flicking the coin. Yo, my man. Why are you in front of bags? Oh, it's a parrot. Jesus Christ. Me-ho, yo.
Hey, little birdie. Don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. I'll show you around town.
Kaeya, that's not what a dustbird's call sounds like.
Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me.
What is this?
Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Haven't seen you in
What's
some
that word?
time. To which one of the Animo Archons wins do I owe the honor?
Okay, so natural, Karasima drew me here. Must be ordered by fate.
Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me?
Yes.
Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better leave it alone. Let's take a walk, shall we?
Oh, please, let's go. Oh, I'm excited. No, wait for me.
If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty.
I guess it is, guys. So, how's your day been? How's Port almost been? Has it been good?
On the bright side, business is now taken care of. And I have unused travel funds, so I was planning to...
Oh? What happened? Oh, wait. What? Huh? You're playing to what?
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war.
Oh.
Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
What? Wait. Huh?
A matter of utmost importance,
What are
Your
these
Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
What are these designs? They look really cool. And, like, they look really nice, but...
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun.
Ah. I was like, are they from somewhere? I was like, are they from, like, Natland or something? I was, like, confused. Were we just now travel expensive doing the stuff we see in the show?
Actually, yes.
Yes, there's stuff
I saw some guards do a musical performance when I was traveling with their caravan in Sumeru. They were desert dwellers. So are these actors. And I think I actually recognize one of them.
Really?
Come on, let's go watch.
Oh, the music. Alright.
Your Majesty, not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has led our brave warriors to victory against Frasyav's army. His men have laid down their arms and fled. Frasyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head and now presents to your Majesty an offering of treasures and hostages, as well as a plea for peace. My king, this battle has finally restored the dignity of our people. Moreover, with Frasyav's offer of land comes the opportunity to expand our borders, as your Majesty so greatly wishes. His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation. It is for this reason alone that I have removed my armor and made haste back to our halls from the front lines. My king, what say you to this proposal?
Ah, he's the king.
Ah, it's the tale of Prince Kubad. Ever heard this one?
Nope, no, it feels like we missed a lot of the backstory.
Don't worry, I still remember the general plot. Let me fill you in on the background while the king deliberates. The main characters are the brilliant Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King Kabus.
War-hungry.
The one talking to the king right now is Gundafar, the prince's tutor. When the prince was young, the king was deceived by a malicious rumor that the prince had mistreated his stepmother. He demanded that the prince walk through a blazing fire to prove his innocence.
Oh, jeez.
Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving his innocence.
Ah.
But the seeds of doubt had already been sown in the king's mind. Now uneasy in the presence of his mistrustful father, the prince requested to be sent away to the battlefield where he would fight against Frasyav's army. That's the enemy general we heard them mention just now. This is the part where the prince has won the war and decided to forge a peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace to his father. Oh, it looks like the king's made up his mind. Let's keep watching.
Oh, okay.
Frosyav lost because he did not have the blessing of God. Our God will always watch over us and punish our enemies. Once the bells of war have begun to toll, they shall not cease until the blood of our enemies fills the land. There can be no victory until the last enemy soldier has fallen. If Kubad still wishes to be my son and hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him as proof of his royal blood, then he must obey my command.
Your Majesty, I must caution that a nation destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, the loss of one city strikes fear into the hearts of our enemies, compelling them to accept defeat and cede land in exchange for peace. If, however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees, then so long as a single person is left standing, they will see us as their sworn enemy, and one day return to us tenfold the pain that we have inflicted on their nation and family. My king, a people is to their nation as wild grass to the open prairie. Though we burn down the whole field and spare not one blade of grass, roots continue to grow unseen beneath the surface. Come the spring, it is all but inevitable that fresh green shoots will rise up from the ashes.
Cease, Gundafar. Your mind grows dull in your old
He
age,
just wants
filled
war,
with
war,
naive
and war.
delusions. We shall have no more need of you on the battlefield. As for my son Kubad, I will summon him back to the capital, so he may be tried by a court-martial.
What are you saying, my noble king? Why must you mistrust your own flesh and blood and sink ever deeper into the blight of hatred? When he was falsely accused, you once doubted his honor and made him walk through a raging fire. Did he not prove himself worthy by emerging unharmed from the flames?
Yeah.
Now you would turn me away when I seek only to provide the wisdom of counsel. What is the justification for this?
The justification is that my word, not yours, is the law of the land. Cease and be gone, Gundafar, so you may spend the rest of your days with your wife.
What has become of the king that I served with my life? Fanaticism has robbed him of all reason and wisdom. Peace is surely the most favorable path for our nation, yet he refuses to accept it.
I must think of a way to seize control of the army back from the hands of my wayward son, that they might continue the fight to the end. Perhaps the first task should be this. I shall send a loyal contingent of warriors to eliminate Frosyav and the hostages he has sent to our palace.
Brilliant acting, Darbil.
Interesting.
I saw you approaching us in the middle of the scene. I was worried that my performance would be subpar and you'd think I was just making a fool of myself.
Not at all.
Oh,
Far
they're
from it.
friends?
Actually, let me introduce you. This is Darbil, the actor for King Caboose. When we first got to know each other, he was still a guard for one of the merchant caravans. Seems like he's now made the switch to full-time acting.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Kaeya's is a friend of mine. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't making all that much as a mercenary. It felt right to me to get away from the danger and live a more stable life.
He has mercenaries as his friends as well. Interesting.
I was already pretty good
one,
at
but
telling
still.
stories, so I just recruited a few friends and started performing shows all over the country. Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever wood and cloth we could borrow. It's really low budget. Anyway, we're all good enough at acting to get through the motions, but none of us are any good at coming up with a script. Everything we tried to write just sounded off somehow. So I got a student from the academia to adapt an old story I knew to make it more appealing to our audience. What do you think? Passable?
I could tell that you've had someone tighten up the lines. They turned out very nicely.
That's good. Well, as you can see, even now, we still don't have much of an audience. Don't suppose you'd be interested to see the rest of the show?
Sure, why
Yeah.
not? I don't have anything pressing lined up. And I don't think the Traveler does either.
Just a nice relaxing day at Port
Tickets
Ormond,
for
really.
two, please. How much would that be?
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food from Jafar Tavern. We've worked out an arrangement with them.
Oh, okay.
We've actually found a sponsor for this performance, too. He's not too happy about the poor turnout, though. I doubt we'll be able to keep him for the next performance. A real pity. But what can you do, huh?
Darbil Asgar still hasn't shown up for the next scene. We should get his costume and sword out so they'll be ready to go the moment he gets here.
My apologies. I have to get ready for the upcoming scene. I'll see you from the stage.
Okay. Oh, you don't look good.
God only knows. It's not the first time he's done this, either.
Oh no, he's one of the ones that are always late. Order food from Nesmil. Hello. Ooh, what is that we have here?
Would you two like to order some food? What can I
Yeah.
get you? If you're looking for recommendations, today's special is the tandoori roast chicken.
Bear with us a moment. We're just going to take a look at the menu.
How did you become friends with W?
I was at Port Ormos discussing some business opportunities, and some crook was trying to pull a fast one on me. Darbil took pity on me and politely asked him to make himself scarce. He's a good guy. A decent storyteller, too. Quite an interesting character. There's a lot of fun to be had if you hang around interesting people doing interesting things. Especially if you're in the company of an interesting friend.
Kai, you would know a lot about that.
That's my secret formula for staying in a good mood. Try it out sometime.
The Biz Mages?
You'll see what I mean. Thanks for
My God,
waiting.
man.
We're ready to order now. We'll take you up on that tandoori roast chicken, and let's throw in some desserts, too. One each of the rose custard, that talumba, and the patisara pudding, please.
How much are you
That should
getting?
see us through the show.
It depends how long the show is, to be honest. If the show's like good, they're gonna end like in this next scene. Jesus Christ, but nah, I think we're good.
We've got good seats, close to the stage.
It feels like I'm
but
on the
also
table.
not too crowded.
It feels like I'm on the table.
We can watch the show as we eat.
Kaeya,
If I remember correcely, the next
Kaeya.
scene should focus on the prince.
are you gonna turn your head 180 degrees so you can watch it?
But I won't spoil it for you. You have to experience it for yourself.
Do you like? Sounds like the story made quite an impression on you.
You could say that. It's always stayed with me because it's hammered home a cruel but realistic truth. People do not choose where and when to be born. Yet the circumstances of their birth define the choices that they will have for the rest of their life.
Here you are. The check's on the table, too. Just call me over when you're ready to settle up.
No need. I'll pay up front. Here,
Oh, what a
keep
good
the
guy.
change.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this is too
How
generous.
much extra? What's his tip?
Call it a token of my gratitude for the
What's his tip?
excellent service. The food all smells wonderful, too. So please pass my compliments to the chef.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's dig in, traveler.
Kai's a good guy. Until he talks to the abyss mages. Enjoy the
Hey,
feast.
Kaeya.
Kaya.
I'm so sorry. But the actor who plays the prince has run into some difficulties and
Aww.
won't be able to make it. We can't do the rest of the show without him, so I'm really, really sorry, but we'll have to call the show right here.
Okay, can we participate in the show? That'd be nice. It's too bad that we would see the end of the story. Can you use an understudy? Can Kaya fill in for him?
Ooh, that would be fun. I wouldn't say no.
I was kidding.
Darby,
No!
would you lose any income if I were to mess this up?
Not really. I mean, there's not much of an audience here anyway. I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, though.
Right, if he wants to do it.
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then. Spice things up a little.
He's got some practice from the recent event, you know?
Let me think.
So, you know.
Well,
be
you
good.
already know the story, so you just need to memorize a few lines. Ha! You know what? This might actually work. Ah, wait, but Kubot has a specific costume he's supposed to wear, and there's no way you'd fit into it. Switching actors is one thing, but wearing street clothes on stage would really ruin the immersion. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Well,
Anything we could do?
good thing that I've actually got a costume with me. It goes pretty well with your stage, too.
Oh, is it? Is it
You're
his new one?
kidding.
Oh, yes, go.
Can you show it to me?
Sure. If you can show me the way to your changing room.
It's in the restaurant. Follow me.
Oh, wait. So he was in Port almost at Caribou. Then he was in Mondstadt, and then he went back to Mondstadt. And then we did the event, then he was in Samaria again, and then he's just hanging around here. Okay, I get this. Okay. I get it now. I get it. I get the timeline. Oh my god, that costume is so good. Looks so good. Has the 6 wings. My man.
Gotta say, I think I actually look pretty dapper in this.
Dapper in this, I don't know. I said fun.
It's a pity I don't have many opportunities to wear it in public.
You're such a show-off. You do look pretty good.
Uh-oh, not a fan of me as a prince? I'll have to act my heart out so you'll be too dazzled to make any digs.
Kaeya, here's your script for the next scene. It's not too long, but you also don't have very long to prepare. Do you think you can memorize your lines in time?
He knows the story. I
Only
think it would
one
be
way to
good.
find out.
Oh god. Can the actors briefly rehearse the scene?
Okay, I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about forgetting your lines. We'll remind you.
All right, I'm good to go.
Like, Kai's
Great.
pretty good at
Then
this, so
let's get this show on the road.
it comes very natural to him, so. Let's watch this show.
General Kubot, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is clear. I beg you, please spare my few remaining men. They no longer have the strength to fight back.
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk of a once mighty army, I have no desire to crush your dignity. Even your most savage warriors have no desire to see further bloodshed, and none among your ranks have opposed these peace talks. Nevertheless, I must hear it from you one final time. General Frasyav, do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and commit from this day forth to peace between our nations?
Let's go.
With my army in ruins,
Oh, that's
I am
the
in no
prince.
position to do otherwise.
Wait,
but
no.
on this,
No, it's not.
I give
Don't
you
worry.
my word.
No, that's the prince.
Yes, let us end our hostilities and send our surviving men home to their families.
We share the desire to lay down our arms for good and liberate our hearts from the dirge of hatred. Then as God above is our witness, by the authority vested in me by this intaglio of King Kabus, I hereby declare that I will spare your hostages and what remains of your army. May peace be restored to this land, and may these fields of war become a place where crops grow aplenty. My tutor, Gundafar,
What a good
has
ending.
already made haste to my father, the king, with the recommendation of...
Prince Kubad,
Whoops, sorry.
your name is renowned
Fuck.
throughout your land and
Fuck.
ours. I will place my hope in your words.
One will find on a battlefield no master of ceremonies, nor the paper on which a treaty may be signed. In their absence, let us raise our weapons and swear an oath.
Ooh.
I, Kubad, son of
Ooh,
Kabus,
that looks so nice.
hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin. May the oceans be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy. He's not a real prince by any chance, is he?
Oh!
Hey, Rashana, you don't want to miss this. The good-looking guy who left that huge tip is acting on stage with Darble's troupe.
Oh, that was oh no!
Darbill's one lucky man.
God damn!
I return, your highness. I hope
Hey,
I'm not too late.
she's not wrong.
Have
He's
you
a
already
good-looking
promised
man.
peace to Frasiav?
Nay, I am not so rash as to preempt my father's blessing. I promised only what I could so far, the safety of his kin.
My child, I must share with you the gravest news. Kabus has become blinded by fanaticism and hatred, and will stop
Yeah.
at nothing to vanquish every last man under Frasiav's lead.
How can this be? You mean to say that my father has rejected our proposal for peace?
He has indeed.
Oh.
I urged him to reconsider, and for this I was rebuked and dismissed from his service. But far stricter punishment than this awaits you, should you return home with your troops. Please heed my warnings, dear child. I dare not imagine what unspeakable atrocities your father intends to commit.
Nay, the truce must stand.
Hold on a minute.
I cannot renounce my oath. How can man claim to stand above beast without remaining true to his word? The masses have grown weary of death and conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will and massacre countless more to satisfy a desire that is his alone?
True.
When I departed my
Very
beloved
true.
home to fight in a foreign land, I did so to honor his wishes and for my duty to our people. Alas, is this fate's grand design? Is this fate's grand design?
Uh-oh.
Kaeya, the next line is,
Oh,
Alas,
no.
is this fate's grand design that I should spend the rest of my days in a foreign land till I am laid to rest in a grave far from home?
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script. Kaeya, did you not hear me?
Oh no.
My dear audience, I ask you this. Do you believe in fate?
Oh, okay. No.
If fate decreed that your life was to end in tragedy, what would you do?
Oh. Oh. What did you just? What did you just throw a prompt at me? Wait, what guy out? She's like improv with the audience. Guess I should play along. I would challenge my fate and rise above it. Let's go.
Then so must it be. Yes, so must it be. I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... My dear prince, do you intend to betray your father and abandon your heritage?
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the
Let's
land.
go.
To fan the flames of conflict till they engulf the entire world. Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of innocents. That the bright banner of my homeland might fly in every nation known to mankind. But I shall not bow to the will of fate.
Oh yeah.
I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo! Where did this guy come from? Is he one of the new hires? Hey, shut up. Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad,
Shut up,
will
man.
spend the rest of my days in a foreign land till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
At least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring at least your fortune and the retainers who will always be loyal to you.
Gundafar, my dear mentor. You have always been like a father to me. It brings me only anguish to bid you farewell. But I must walk this path, or freedom dies by my hand. Goodbye.
Oh, wait, what the?
My child.
I was confused. Right, sorry. Zebra audio personal flaws. Bro, that was so good. Sorry I skipped a bit of it. I gotta be honest, I was a bit confused. I thought it was the end of
It's
it.
Prince Kubad. Could I please get your autograph?
Oh, is she? Oh, Kai has a big fan now.
Why, certainly, ma'am.
Ooh, thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
Good show. I want an autograph too.
Just an autograph? Well, you can get one of those at any time. Acting is quite fun. If there ever came a day when I left the Knights of Favonius, I think I might go into acting full-time.
Oh, nice.
Darbil, could you introduce me to this young man?
My apologies, Master Toos. I somehow missed you in the crowd earlier.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed the large crowd gathered around the stage.
Oh, Kai bring a large crowd.
The performance was outstanding across the board. I knew that the poor turnout over the past few days was just bad luck. It was only ever a matter of time before you hit it big. The improvised section was particularly good. I think you could include some improvisation as a staple in future performances. As for the prop he threw, no need to get it back. It's fairly cheap anyway.
Oh, wait, I mean, I have it.
Thank you, sir. And a big thanks also
Hey, get
to our
back.
wonderful prince. Had Kaeya not agreed to fill in, we might have disbanded right on the spot.
Kaeya, was it? Well, young man, I must say you've made quite the impression on me. My
would for
caravan is
anyone.
always loaded with the finest food and wines. You're welcome to visit
Oh.
at any time.
Let's go.
Thank you for the invite, sir. But I'm afraid I've reached the end of my time at Sumeru. I'm sure that my friends and family in Mondstadt must be missing
Aw.
me terribly.
Well then, consider it an open invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long. My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please ask Darbil to reach out to me. Darbil, we can continue discussions on the sponsorship once you've wrapped up today's show. I'm going back to the inn.
Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much, Master Toos. I'll see you shortly. Seriously, Kaeya, thank you for bailing me out again. You're a good guy. May the gods bless you. You know, you should stay for a few more days. I owe you a meal at the very least.
Darbil, Asgar is back. He lost track of time playing Genius Invocation TCG. You've got to sort him out.
Is that the guy that was supposed to play it? Jesus.
Genius Invocation again? Ah, that does it. That kid's not getting away with it this time. And please excuse me, Kaeya. I will be right back.
Sure, there's no rush.
Oh, no.
Okay, I think they're all gone. Let's
Oh.
slip away now while we can.
Oh, you're just gonna leave? Oh, no. Oh, no. We're out of here, man. Oh, we're going back to where we started.
All right, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here.
Wait, weren't you gonna sign some autographs?
People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, the missing actor is back now. Darbil shouldn't be needing me to stand in again. I don't mind socializing,
But that
but
woman!
compared to chatting over food and
Woman!
drink,
Oh,
I
no.
much prefer just going wild on the stage. What about you? Did you enjoy the show?
I thought your voice was intriguing. Mostly, I was curious to know what was going through your mind on stage.
Oh? I was expecting a lengthier critique, but you've thrown the question right back at me. Sneaky. All right, I'll rise to your challenge. Let me think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely players. Does that answer your question? Perhaps there's an inept god out there deciding everyone's fates, much like the academia student drafting Darbil's scripts.
God deciding everyone's fate, huh? Deciding Slamine's fate? Because, you know, her fate keeps getting... her fate is all misty. It's all cloudy. We don't know what's going on with her fate. Someone keeps changing it. It could be Dainsley. It could be someone. But that means Dainsley is a god. I don't know.
Yeah.
But someone
Inept
keeps
is a good
changing
word
Lemmy's
for
fate,
it.
so I don't know.
Honestly, it might
Wonder who
even
it
be
is.
a little too civil to describe a god who turns fathers against their sons and is bent on endless warmongering.
Maybe
Don't you
when-
think?
I probably went too far into that. Gotta be honest.
Anyway, that's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following their gut and making it up as they go along.
Does an inept god really
Oh,
exist?
my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is
Ah,
just
wait,
a
probably
figure
okay.
of speech.
Well, I mean,
The
we
real
don't-
point I'm making is about the actors.
Uh,
You
Oh,
and I
you know, it's-
included, is both an actor and a member of the audience. If you don't like the script, just walk off the stage and join the audience. You always have a choice.
sounds difficult.
A little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing worth losing sleep over. I was just thinking aloud. Relax. Be
Burp.
yourself.
Burp.
Do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience interaction back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment.
Yeah.
I think those spontaneous thoughts are often the most authentic. And that's why I liked your answer.
Pretty good
You're
answer.
still
wasn't it?
holding on to
Thanks.
the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right? Keep it. Think of it as a souvenir from my improvised performance. It's been the most fascinating day, hasn't it, little birdie?
That's a good one. Oh, who's whistling? He's whistling, oh no! Questions, answer. So it must be. Yes, so it must be. Eh. View invitation. What path did we go along? Wait. Wow, it's actually... Oh, okay. Give me those rainbows! I thought there was going to be a spin-off here. What? What the- Oh, okay. Anyway. So there's going to be a lot of spin-offs. Alright. A familiar face in a faraway place. I actually confused the hell out of me with that. Oh, so this is where we don't go to the performance. Yeah.
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war.
See,
Your
I
place
thought
is
they were
at the
actually
front lines
literal
by
for
my
a second,
son's
to be honest.
side.
I was confused.
Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Outdoor theater. Looks fun.
Weren't we just now... Where were we just out travel expenses?
Yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds. Given that the acting
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Masters saw fit to allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use.
Just use it
In
all.
other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget?
How much is there?
Perhaps a fancy meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home.
Isn't this embezzlement? I can't believe you're talking so openly about living it up, at the public expense.
Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can consider it some more on the road.
Okay.
The rules of the Knights of Favonius state that any and all expenditures during a business trip are counted as travel expenses. That's more than enough justification to live a little. Of course, with me being here on my own, it was looking like a wasted opportunity. But now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a joint trip?
Sure thing. Your feet went in the ground. Oh, Jesus.
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use. Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
I mean, I need to mentally prepare myself for Fontaine, so yeah, sure, I need a break. Yes, please. Let me take you somewhere new.
Great. Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course.
My bedroom, I'm joking.
There's nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend.
I'm joking.
Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. I've seen a lot of Sumeru already, so let's go for someplace new.
Let's do it. Do you want to fight the Skirmish boss together?
How about
Do you want
Liyue?
to fight Skirmish together?
I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way.
Oh, I know Liyue inside and out. No problem, I'll show you around.
Well, lucky me.
Let's go!
I'll hold you to that. Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs frequently corresponds with the Knights of Favonius, so the address on their letterhead is one of the few places I'm familiar with.
Yo, I did not know we're going to Liyue.
I don't have
What
much
the hell?
luggage, so it won't take me long to pack. Give me a moment, and then we'll head there together.
Bro, Kai's traveling all over to that right now. Oh my lord. Wait, can you talk to these guys? Ahaha.
You dare to defy your orders and abandon the front?
I return to your majesty's palace to deliver a letter from the front, penned by the prince himself. Your humble servant, Gundafar, respectfully begs an audience.
Interesting. Alright. Oh, I got my commissions. Alright, Liyue Harbor we go. I actually didn't expect to go. I knew, like, I saw in someone's chat the word Shangling in this quest. Gotta be honest, one thing I did forget about it while doing this quest. And two, I didn't actually expect to go to Liyue at all. Like, this is like surprising me. And I actually can't wait.
I've heard that there's lots to see
Oh,
and do
you
in
need old
Liyue,
outfit.
but I'm sure you're more familiar with the place than I am, so I'll leave the itinerary to you.
Oh yeah, friends, all over Liyue you could score discounts galore. I know all the best scenic spots. Can't go wrong when you're with me.
Great. Maybe you can tell me about your previous travels here along the way.
Oh, I have
It's
a
such a
story for you.
satisfying feeling to just drop everything, go on a long trip, and see something new. Who knows who we might cross paths with? We
Child.
might even end up going on an impromptu adventure. Just like how I met you in Port Ormos, and now we're here. Come on, let's see what's up ahead.
Yeah, I got a story for you. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I know only one guy. Well, we did fight two gods here. That was fun. And Child did betray us, but he didn't betray us at the same time. Oh. Here goes.
Do you know this shop?
Oh my god,
It
what
looks
the
pretty nice
fuck?
from the outside. Shall we take a look?
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome to Mingxing Jewelry. We are a long-established trader of precious stones. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Let me see. Ah,
Looks
some
weird
nice
seeing him in
jewelry
Liyue,
you've
but it's
got
good.
here.
Looks
Maybe
good.
I can grab something with a local flavor as a souvenir. What do you think, traveler? See anything that suits my style? I trust your judgment.
Good for me, sure. Don't come cheap, are you sure? Already buy souvenirs on your first day of your trip? Actually, let's check if they sell anything off the shelf. Wait. This one, because I wanted to buy something. Actually, let's check if they sell anything off the shelf.
Ah, you're interested in souvenirs.
Yeah.
If you're struggling to decide, you might want to consider getting some jade. You can't go wrong with a nice jade pendant. They're an elegant addition to your look, whatever your age or gender. If you're looking for a specific design, we can make it to your specifications. It does take some time to fulfill an order, however. High-quality jade is hard to come by, so our waiting list is at least a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm just visiting and I won't be in town for very long. So as much as it pains me to do so, I'm afraid I'll have to leave this beautiful bijou behind.
No worries at all, sir. If you're looking for something off the shelf, why not go and see Mr. Shurto at the Jade Mystery? He also deals in jade and precious stones.
Is that the guy at the stool? Is that the guy? Ah, the guy with the uncut stone.
Exactly. But on that note, let me give you a word of advice. There's no risk in purchasing a piece of jade that's already been cut. But you could lose all of your mora betting on uncut rocks. I won't say any more, as I don't want my fellow vendors to think I'm bad-mouthing them. But I think you catch my drift. It's only human nature to spend a little when you're on a trip. But don't be too hasty to part with your cash. The Ministry of Civil Affairs takes everyone's economic well-being very seriously, and they often send out the millilith to spread public awareness of well-known scams. As guests here, I'd encourage you to watch out for anyone trying to rip you off.
I remember, was it like in an Arkham Quest or whatever where there was a scam about like ships? Was that in Inazuma? I'm pretty sure that rings a bell in Inazuma.
I think that's sound advice wherever you're
No,
going to
please
that.
let me know.
We appreciate it, boss.
Alright. Oh, what did I was hoping with advice. Bruh. Okay, did she say anything else? No. Goodbye. Haha! I was right. It was this guy. Where's your lapis? You know.
Welcome.
Kaeya's gotta win.
Looking for uncut stones or pre-cut jade? We've got plenty of both for your viewing pleasure.
Uncut stones. Ah, yes, we were just briefed on that. Let's take a look at the pre-cut jade.
We should be careful. We mustn't rush into a purchase.
I believe I detect a quiet but distinct tone of apprehension in your words. Please rest assured, there's nothing to be quite so wary about with my business.
Hey, if you're still a business since the last time we've been here, hey, you must
Feel free to peruse at your leisure. I think you'll find that everything I do here is entirely above board and legitimate, and I sell only pure and unadulterated goods. No scam guaranteed. Sure, you can bet on jade and lose if you're unlucky, but that doesn't make it a scam.
No, that's just... Hey, you paid to get a 1 in 3 chance to getting something good. If you lose it, hey, it's your fault.
My terms are clear and transparent, and I only do business with willing customers. What scammer can claim that?
Sounds
Why does it feel
perfectly
like his
reasonable.
voice has changed? I don't know.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much the vendor is charging. If the customer decides to hand over their money, they're taking the bait of their own free will.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand. Although your peculiar phrasing at the end there, you almost make it sound as if I really am scamming people. Anyway, betting on jade is what it is. Feel free to try your luck, but if you can't afford to lose, then it's not for you. We don't need to cause each other any trouble. I'll leave you to browse at your own pace now while I deal with other potential customers.
I don't think there's anyone else here.
Jade would probably make for a good souvenir.
Are you really thinking of buying it?
Why not? This is a quirky little place. Somehow, I'm inclined to entertain him for a bit.
Oh my god. These core lapis pieces are more a dozen. I have... Nah.
Well, if you're not interested, then I guess we'll pass.
Huh?
Ahoy there, Captain! Fancy seeing you back in town.
What was that?
Struck any gold lately?
What, a poor sailor like me? You must be joking. I barely managed to make ends meet. What about you, Chateau? Still scamming people with your pile of rocks?
Hey! Keep your voice down. Can't you see I've got customers? But more to the point, when have you ever seen a customer get scammed in my store?
I mean, you want the full list? Or... Hold up. Is that... Captain Kaeya! What, brings you to Liyue?
He doesn't sound that happy to meet him.
Oh, just taking a short trip with my friend. It's been a while.
Kaeya... Oh no.
Yes, it's been a good while, hasn't it?
What happened?
Anywhere you'd recommend I visit while I'm here?
Let me think. Wanmin Restaurant's always a pretty good bet.
Yeah,
Chef Mao's
this is
daughter
very
is a
me shame.
skilled chef, and their prices are very reasonable. My wife can't get enough of their boiled fish. You could give that a try. And, speaking of my wife, she won't let me forget what a great help you've been to us before. So thank you, on her behalf.
Your wife? Ah, yes. How is she doing these days? Keeping well?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Anyway, I've got something I need to do down
This
at
is
the
very
South Wharf,
sus,
so
gonna be
my
honest.
apologies, Captain Kaeya, but I'd better get going.
All right. See you.
Kaeya, what happened between you two?
I finally remembered who that was. Captain Wu. He runs a transport business between Mondstadt and Liyue.
Yeah.
I see. So you went through that whole conversation with no idea who you were talking to. Well, that explains the generic pleasantries and the general awkwardness. Old Wu's usually quite the chatterbox, so it's very unusual for him to just take off mid-conversation. How exactly do you two know each other anyway?
Maybe he owes Kaeya money.
Nope, that's not it. I don't give out loans. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. The captain was making a delivery to Mondstadt when his ship sprang a leak. He overexerted himself fixing it and keeping the cargo dry, and ended up passing out from exhaustion. I took him to Mondstadt to recover.
Well,
Yeah.
it still seems strange to me. Sure, he's hardly the most charming conversationalist, and he's also mighty stubborn, but all of us know Old Wu is an honest and kind-hearted man. His eldest was once playing on that big rock over there when he took a tumble and injured himself. I helped to patch the kid up, and the next day, Old Wu was here to buy a couple of uncut stones. I'm just surprised he was so quick to excuse himself, that's all. Normally, he's the kind of guy who, if you run into him on the street and he owes you a favor, he'll grab you by the hand and thank you profusely until you ask him to stop.
Well,
Interesting.
stubborn, I can believe. Someone had drilled a gaping hole in his ship, and the water was coming in fast. How he managed to make it all the way to Mondstadt, not to mention with his cargo intact, I have no idea.
Someone drilled a hole in his ship? Oh dear. It must have been one of the less savory captains out there trying to sabotage his business so they can squeeze their way into the
Jesus.
market.
I
When competition
Wow.
is stiff, sometimes things get ugly. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. His line of work isn't easy. The poor fellow usually has to set sail before the break of dawn. He's been loitering around a lot these past few weeks, though. I thought maybe he'd come into some Mora. Competition is fierce these days, and there's not a lot of Mora to be made in shipping. So every day he stays idle is another negative in the books. I do wonder what's gotten into him. Anyway, I digress. We merchants protect our goods like our own lives, so who knows? Maybe he had some important cargo to see to. Either way, good sir, don't mind him.
Kaeya is a good soul.
I am an upstanding member of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Just look me in the eyes. Don't you find me trustworthy?
I see Kandrian, I see Abyss Mages. No.
Since you asked about recommendations earlier, you're here from Mondstadt, yes? Might I suggest
You
a
can
tea house
probably
is somewhere
trust
to
him, I'll
rest your
say.
legs?
You can trust
If
him.
memory serves, they're just about to retell the tale of Bravebeard the Valiant from the top. Why not pay them a visit?
Sure.
Sounds interesting enough. Let's check it out.
Alright, let's go. Wait, what? Oh, up there. I thought you meant like right there. Ah, okay, got my places mixed around. Alright, let's go. Where are we gonna go to Wongming restaurant though? Wasn't that a thing? Oh, Captain Wu. Whoa.
So this is the He Tea House.
Let's find some seats.
We meet again, Captain Kaeya.
Oh,
What a coincidence. Twice in one day.
didn't you say you had something to do at the South Wharf?
Oh, that didn't take me long. And I ran the whole way.
Wu, weren't you just at Wanwen Bookhouse buying a book for your daughter?
Exposed.
What's this talk about the wharf?
Shh, just leave it be, Aunt Jong. There's no need to embarrass him right in front of everyone else. I take it
Oh,
that
no.
you two aren't from around these parts. I'm a caravan guard by trade, and meeting people from all over the world is one of the main perks of the job for me. Why don't you join my table so we can get to know each other?
Sure.
Oh, seems like the tea house is the place to be in Liyue. Feels like I'm back in the angel share. Did you manage to get something for your daughter just now, Captain Wu?
Yes, thank you. If it weren't for you, Captain Kaeya, she might not have even made it into this world.
I'm so lost, Wu. What's the story here?
Yeah,
Your
please.
wife's originally from Mondstadt, isn't she? Did you run into Captain Kaeya when you were there on business, or when you were visiting the in-laws?
The latter.
So wait, you two have met more than once? So wait, Kai saved you more than once?
Oh, this is so humiliating. Anyway, back when my wife was pregnant, we were taking a trip to Mondstadt to visit her parents this one time, when we were mugged by a group of treasure hoarders near Dawn Winery.
Oh, that sounds awful. Were either of you hurt?
I mean, he's still here, and he's still got all his limbs, so they can't have roughed him up too bad. I'm guessing Captain Kaeya stepped in before they could do either of you any serious harm, huh?
Yes, he did. Thankfully, he heard my wife crying for help and drove them away. My wife was injured and quite shaken up by the ordeal.
Oh, shit.
So he took her to the winery and asked them to look after her.
So what happened to you? Where did you disappear to?
I was in the water.
What?
Huh? What did you jump in the water for?
Yeah.
You know they can still get you in there, right?
No, that's not... They threw me into the water and stripped me of all my clothes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They did what?
I know, I'm laughing.
Did they have a weird fetish or something? Stripping a sailor naked and throwing him into the water.
Bro, what
It's
the
not
hell?
like you were going to drown. So, then what? I take it you swam to shore?
They're going more into this stuff, aren't they now? They're playing with stuff like, bro, what the hell?
The treasure hoarders always move in groups, and fighting back when you're outnumbered isn't usually an option. It's no surprise that they quickly overpowered Captain Wu. I'm just glad that everyone made it out all right at the end.
Yeah.
Captain Kaeya, please, there's no need for you to try to save face for me like this. I already owe you so much. You don't have to do anything more. Yet, despite that, I somehow only ended up humiliating myself further. Oh, there's no point in me trying to save face now. They tossed me into the water to humiliate me, and to use it as leverage to get my wife to pay up. But they didn't know that I could swim. What I'd intended was to pretend to drown, then sneak back onto shore while they weren't looking, and find a way to rescue my wife. That was before Captain Kaeya appeared out of nowhere and saved the day. So then, I figured I'd get out of the water, get dressed, and catch up with you. But God knows what they did with my clothes. I couldn't find them anywhere. By the time I gave up looking for them, you were most of the way to the winery, so I had to run after you with nary a thing on myself.
Oh,
Outrageous.
my God, man.
So, what happened next?
I made it to the winery, but the maids noticed me first. And they called the Lord of the Manor out to give me the beating the treasure hoarders never got around to. After my wife recovered consciousness, she had to have a long talk with the young lord to explain everything.
Jesus.
He then escorted us both safely to Stonegate.
My God, man.
Oh, Woo. I'm sorry. But...
It is funny.
Ugh,
It is
good luck
funny.
living that one down.
Oh, no.
Trust me, I know. My wife never lets me forget.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, Captain. I wasn't intending to share that story.
It's fine. It's my own fault for thinking I could sweep it under the carpet and forget about it. I don't know if I can ever repay you for all you've done.
Oh,
That's
no.
why I get so embarrassed every time I run into you. Still, it won't stop me from trying. You and your friend are here to catch the storyteller, right? The tea's on me. It's the least I can do. In fact, they do serve some food here, too, but it's not the best. Okay, let me run and get some fruit to share. I'll be right back.
For roots on cities, I got a bunch of those in my map.
I wonder how much Fanaria caught of that. Old Wu really has no filter, does he?
Oh, no.
Oh, poor Woo. Oh, gosh. I'm so sorry. It's just...
Oh, my God. Oh, that view is amazing. Oh, my God. Bro, Jesus.
He really didn't have to share all the details of that story. But since he didn't seem to mind, I wasn't about to stop him.
Did you forget what happened to her? Did you avoid me up the whole story on
I
purpose?
did actually forget it first. But once he brought up his daughter, the memory of his naked escapades came flooding back.
That must have been a great memory to remember.
D-Luke thought some pervert was harassing the maids. He charged straight out the door, great sword in hand and raring to go. I haven't seen him so angry in a long time.
Oh my god. Oh, this is amazing.
So many people owe me favors nowadays. It's hard to keep track of them all. I really should go check my favors ledger once I'm back and refresh my memory.
You got a favors ledger?
Hey, you didn't think I was being serious, did you? Do I really strike you as the kind of person to keep track of favors in a notebook?
I don't know.
I just helped the guy out on a couple of occasions because I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I have no intention of asking him to do anything for me in return. At least, not so far.
Oh god.
I'm back with fruit.
Oh.
Please help yourselves, everyone. My treat.
Thank you.
Oh, don't mention it. It's just a few fruits, nothing extravagant. Once my new pharmaceutical business takes off and I have Mora to spare, I'll get you a proper thank you gift and send it to the Knights of Favonius.
Pharmaceutical business. So you found a new career? No more shipping?
Shipping's impossible work nowadays. There's too much competition and the margins are too small. So I've decided to switch gears. I'm going to become a partner of Boo Boo Pharmacy and provide funding for a brand new medication they're producing.
Oh.
It's specially formulated to treat seasonal joint and limb pain. If you didn't know, it's a very common health complaint among sailors, but also extremely difficult to treat. I've suffered from it myself, which is why I know that a lot of people stand to benefit from this once it enters the market. It's a good cause and a stable source of income. Whichever way you look at it, it's a step up from the back-breaking work I did before. I've already had some talks and invested 1 million Mora for the first round of funding.
Oh, wow.
That's impressive, Wu. I wouldn't have thought you had the connections for something like that. So is it Dr. Baiju that you're in talks with?
Oh no, not Dr. Baiju. Actually, it was his master, Dr. Baifudze. His medical expertise and clinical experience are second to none, and he really cares about his patients. He gave me a few of his traditionally formulated bone-strengthening pills when he saw me suffering from my leg pains one day. It was like a miracle cure. The pain immediately went away.
Dr. Baiju's master.
Yeah, I told him I'd be enthusiastically recommending his medicine to the other guys at the docks. And after some hesitation, he just went right ahead and wrote up a prescription for me, completely for free. He said that he shouldn't really be handing out free prescriptions since, and I quote, "it goes against generations of tradition handed down by our forebears." But he just felt like it was the right thing to do. What a great guy.
Wouldn't Baju's master be dead?
But I got chatting with Dr. Baiju recently when the Secure Transport Agency did a delivery for Boo Boo Pharmacy. He told me that his master has already passed away.
Yeah.
Huh? Why would he say something like that? I mean, the guy's old, but he's still in great health.
Captain Wu, where did you meet this old master?
Just out on the street? I know that sounds dubious, but this is an educated and respectable gentleman we're talking about. There's no faking that.
Oh, God.
Hold on a second. I just remembered something. My nephew-in-law met a medicine seller not too long ago, too. He also described it as a miracle cure. He spent a lot of Mora on it, but when he brought it to Boo Boo Pharmacy, Herbalist Gui took one look and told him he bought nothing but regular painkillers.
Oh.
This Baifudze you met. Did he by any chance have a goatee and salt and pepper hair?
He did.
Oh,
If I may, Captain Wu, there's a lot of Mora involved here. It seems like it would be worth asking this Dr. Baiju about his master, just to set the record straight. You could show him the medicine as well. Clearly there's some misunderstanding here.
Oh, wait, he's already put 1 million more into it.
You're
Oh,
right, Captain
no.
Kaeya. A quick trip to Boo Boo Pharmacy, and I can get Dr. Baiju to clear all of this up. I'm sure it's all... I mean, hopefully it's all fine.
Oh, no.
He left in a hurry. He must be stressed out of his mind right now.
Should we go with him for moral support? I know Dr. Baju, maybe I should go and help.
Hey, let him deal with this, okay? No point in you stressing yourself out, too. Fraud or not, it's up to Captain Wu to figure out exactly who he's gotten himself involved with.
Yeah.
I'm no Dark Knight hero, or a martial arts hero for that matter.
Oh?
And neither are you.
Hey, be careful you don't spill out Deluxe. Oh, God.
Wait, where are you? Now that I think about it, I can see you having a secret double life as a martial arts hero here in Liyue. You certainly have the personality for it.
Kaeya doesn't know about Deluxe, Dark Knight stuff, though, does he? So he just said that randomly. Oh, ...
Either way, Liyue has its own rules and regulations. Best to let the Ministry of Civil Affairs deal with this in the proper manner. If a couple of outlanders like us get involved, we might just end up muddying the waters, even with the best of intentions. We came here to enjoy ourselves, remember?
Just
we don't want to get our priorities mixed up. Oh, and look at that. The storyteller's taking the stage.
Wait, where's that tea that the guy
It is said that the sky's the limit for the aspirational soul. But alas, for the woes of the world are equally limitless. No such stranger to woes was Huang Guang, a man who, having suffered countless injustices at the hands of his fellow men, forsook them to dwell among the mountains and rivers. Yet fate fortuitous found him when he entered the tutelage of an adeptus and learned many mystical arts from them. Per his master's wishes, he then returned once more to the human world, only this time with a sworn duty to cleanse the land of demons and to see justice done wherever he might tread.
Listen to the tale of the brave beard, the villain.
Is that
Someone
all?
said, went too quick.
I was hoping to hear the rest of the story.
Did you like the storyteller? What do you think?
It was all right. I suppose the hero always has to sacrifice himself to save others, and it does make for some good storytelling. But it leaves you wondering how he really feels about the whole thing. Did he ever have second thoughts? Only he can know, I suppose.
Oh, I see the show is over.
Did you find Baiju? Baiju, were you defrauded?
Yeah, I saw Dr. Baiju. Looks like it was a scam after all.
Then what are you waiting for? Don't just stand there. You need to report this to the Ministry of Civil Affairs right away.
Hold on. Let's not lose our cool. Get your story straight first, so you can give them a clear and detailed account of events in the order that they occurred. And one more thing. Do you still have a way to contact this guy?
Well, I'd arranged to meet him at the Yunsheng Tea House once I've withdrawn the next sum of Mora, so I suppose he'll still be waiting on that.
Okay, so you've got another meeting lined up.
I've got no one to blame but myself for this.
No.
I can't believe I was so gullible. I guess the world isn't made for naive simpletons like me.
Don't say that. It's not your fault. You're in pain. Your good nature is nothing to be ashamed of.
Young man, you're a good person, and I'm touched by your words of comfort. Still, it's up to me to find a way to get my Mora back. The consequences are mine alone to bear. At my age, I'm sure I should be comforting the young with words of wisdom rather than the other way around. What does that say about how I've spent my life?
What is it, Kaeya? Got a solution?
It's obvious, isn't it? He needs to report the case to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
But I want to help! There must be more we can do.
Come with me.
Huh?
That con artist is human scum.
Don't worry, Wu. We'll come with you to the ministry to report the case.
Surely I'll be able to get my Mora back. Probably. Hopefully.
Oh no. Oh. Yo.
I am quite curious. How does our chivalrous martial arts hero intend to come to Captain Wu's rescue here? There are countless victims of injustice in the world. We can't try to help each and every one of them, can we?
But you're a good person, Kaeya. Right now we can at least help one person.
Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know you thought of me as someone who helps other people unconditionally. I'm genuinely flattered. But we both know that I'm not that kind of person, really.
You didn't want others to laugh at Captain Ru's woes. You helped Captain Ru just because you were there and you didn't even remember it. You helped him think of where you could find the con artist. And that's why you believe you'd be winning that?
Your logic is very straightforward and quite endearing in its simplicity. But I like how you think. So I'll indulge your martial arts hero aspirations for now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Kaeya.
Captain Wu, how would you feel about owing me one more favor?
I'm sorry, Captain Kaeya?
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I found a way to recover your Mora that would leave the man who defrauded you feeling angry and frustrated, but give him no way to get back at you. If it could be done, and the only cost was owing me yet another favor, what would you say?
What exactly are you getting at?
The Traveler here is adamant that you should ask me for another favor. Personally, I blame the storyteller. After hearing the inspiring tale of Bravebeard, he's all gung-ho about playing hero and righting this injustice once and for all.
Oh,
Captain Kaeya, young man, I thank you. I will humbly accept your kindness.
All right. Now here's what I'm thinking.
You develop a plan with Kaeya.
All right, then it's settled. Per our brave hero's plan, let's rendezvous at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow.
Until 8 to 12 the next day.
Don't worry. You can count on us.
Absolutely. We're all neighbors here. Old Wu's problems are our problems too.
Aww. 8 to 12 the next day. Let's go. This has been interesting. I still surprised me to. Oh, look at the Jade. Oh, look at the Jade shot. I wish it was right there. That would be awesome to look at. Huh?
Ah, you're here. Good. I'll head upstairs first, and you join me in a bit. You've got nothing to worry about. As long as this lucky coin's in my hands, it'll do as it's told. Before I toss the coin, I'll get our guy to bet heads or tails. Then it's your turn to bet. Now remember, if I touch my chin, you bet heads. If I touch my forehead, you go for tails.
Got it. Kaeya leads. Everyone is in position. The plan is risky, but if anyone can put it off, it's Kaeya.
Hello. Are you waiting for someone?
Oh, she's cute. Aww. Sorry, I must have spaced out for a second there.
As long as you follow the rules of the tea house, you're welcome here. Please be our guest.
I must have spaced out. Oh, jeez.
From the way you describe it, Liyue does sound like an attractive place to settle. Perhaps I might have to make the move here after all. All that awaits me back in Mondstadt is a horde of insufferable sycophants. Truly tedious. The reason I left home in the first place was because I was reluctant to simply live off of my inheritance.
I understand. For one as ambitious as yourself, Mr. Rich, living off of the family fortune must feel like the dullest existence in the world.
What are you doing? It's common courtesy to introduce yourself. Can't you see we got here first?
Don't be stopped. I'm just looking for a seat.
They're running out of tables, huh? Looks like this location's getting too small for them. Very well. I'll make an exception for you this one time. Let's hope the tea, at least, won't disappoint me.
So, my friend, what's your name?
Kaeya and I discuss titles in advance. I am the aspiring foreign disciple of the Guhua clan. Kaeya is the young lord of the wealthy family. I am the aspiring foreign disciple of the Guaha clan.
Here is the tea that you ordered. Please enjoy.
Ugh, this tea is... never mind. Mr. Bai, this has been a most pleasant and insightful conversation.
Jesus.
I consider it good fortune that I encountered such a refined gentleman as yourself so far from home. Please allow me to pay for the tea.
Yes, good fortune indeed. In that case, I must thank you for your generosity.
What was that, Lena?
You there. I'll get yours too.
Thanks. Far from home? Where are you originally from?
Oh, you can't tell? My family's lived in Mondstadt for generations. I got bored sitting around at home and decided to set off on a journey to expand my horizons. The sights of Liyue Harbor are rather spectacular. I've half a mind to buy a waterfront property here so I can come vacationing every year.
Oh,
that would be quite nice. If the family would spare me a little loose change, I could even invest in an antique shop or two so I have something to do during the day.
But waterfront properties are so expensive. Flaunting your wealth much, show off.
Flaunting? Come on, we're talking 20, 30 million tops, surely. Isn't that just pocket change?
Guess so.
Mr. Rich, just to clarify, that's quite a large sum of mora as far as the common man is concerned. It's understandable that our friend over here feels out of his league.
The name's Albert. Surname Rich. But only the servants in the house address me as Mr. Rich. Now that we're so well acquainted, Mr. Bai, please just call me Albert.
Why did you choose Albert out of every to Albert? Wait. Clota Alberic. It's just when he says my name's Albert, for some reason it just reminded me of Clota Alberic. I don't know why, actually. I don't actually know why. Don't worry. The hell with what
Albert does have a nice ring to it. It is my honor to become friends with someone of your caliber.
You flatter me. What say you to acting as my guide during my time in Liyue? I'll pay you handsomely, of course. Naturally, board and lodging would be included. And I could pay you in the region of 50,000 mora per day?
No need, my good friend. I shan't be so vulgar as to take your mora. We're both men of character. The pleasure of your ongoing acquaintance shall be ample reward in itself. To join a noble gentleman on his travels is a rare opportunity. Please, let me draft up an exact itinerary. I'll make sure to give you the experience of a lifetime.
You there. You're welcome to join us if you want.
Okay.
Which clan did you say you were with? The Hoo-Ha clan or something?
The Guha clan?
Guha, huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Strange choice of name. Gotta say, I've been in Liyue for a while now. This is the first I'm hearing of them. I guess they're one of these obscure ones who keep to themselves.
Yes, well, there are many martial arts clans and factions in Liyue. It's only natural that you haven't become acquainted with all of them.
Ha, fair enough. Still, weird name. Bet they have some even weirder practices. Seriously though, what kind of skills do you guys train anyway? It's all for show, right? I saw some people performing a few tricks down at the wharf. Is it that kind of thing?
The Guha clan is devoted to the teaching of martial arts. If you compare the Guha clan to street performers, we have nothing to talk about. I'll take my leave now. I'll get my own chick as well.
I already told the server to put it on my tab. Don't bother getting her to split the bill. It'll only complicate things.
A master teaches us not to accept free favors.
Young man, there's no need to take things so seriously. Why don't you loosen up and enjoy the free drink?
I'm underage.
Are you trying to make a point by throwing my generosity back in my face? All right then.
Traveler
what
is
if I say your bill is
though.
mine and don't let you pay?
Wanna fight?
Please, my friends, let's not get so worked up. Yinchang Tea House is no
Wanna
venue
fight?
for a
Go
duel.
over.
We'll all get escorted right out the door. You young people have hot tempers, I understand that. But there's no need to come to blows over a few words taken to heart when there are far more diplomatic ways to resolve the dispute.
Okay. Then how will we settle this with a coin toss? I'll foot my own bill if I win.
Did I hear that right? So you'll only pay for yourself if you win, but I'll get the check for the three of us if you lose. It's not that I care about the Mora. After all, I offered to pay for everyone's drinks in the first place. No, what I find truly absurd is your refusal to play fair. I demand that you also pay for three if you win.
What a load of hogwash! You insulted me first, and now you also want to dictate terms? If I win the bet, you have to make the formal apology to the Guha clan.
Fine. You can have your apology if you win, but on one condition. We'll do the best of three, and the winner pays for the table.
Well, as long as you're no longer raring to fight, peace begets wealth, as the elders used to say.
Why don't you join us, Mr. Bai? Let's entertain this guy for a sec. We don't want him to think you're stingy.
But I wasn't even a part of your argument.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Bai? Whose side are you on here?
Of course, I'm on,
And anyway, it's no big deal if you win. It's just a few cups of tea after all, so you can just take it from your fees as my guide.
All right then. I suppose it's not all that different from the dice gambling games I used to play in my youth. If it's just for a few drinks, you can count me in.
Okay, it's got to
All
plan.
right, now we're talking. Okay, now that we've agreed on the rules, how should we do this coin toss? After all, a Mora coin looks the same on both sides.
Easy, we can just borrow a pen from the counter to mark one side.
Well, that should be simple enough. Here, I'll take this coin and ask the counter to draw a line on one side. You two can wait for me.
Oh, it's gonna be awkward.
Young man, I can see that you haven't spent many years in the real
Oh,
world.
trust me, I have.
You take everything far too
many gods.
personally. I, too, only met this Mondstadt millionaire by complete chance today, but we're getting along just fine. I actually came here to meet with a business partner to count the cash from 2 recent investments, when this gentleman struck up a conversation with me. In the real world, you've got to keep up appearances. There's no need to offend the rich. After all, if you keep them happy, you can probably make some more off of them, too. You young people are much too impulsive. It pays to keep a level head.
Just so we're clear, let's say the marked side is heads, and the unmarked side is tails. Everyone has to pick a side before the coin toss. Oh, and no takebacks.
Sure.
We should also take turns tossing the coin.
Sounds fair to me. Why don't you do the first toss, Albert?
All right, then, I'll start us off. Here we... Oh,
Okay.
wait, I nearly forgot to collect everyone's bets. Mr. Bai, heads or tails?
I suppose the choice is arbitrary since it's a 50-50 chance. I'll go with tails.
Let me think. I'll also go with tails. What about you? Heads or tails?
Heads. Oh! Heads is the mark side. Tails, just as planned.
Oh, darn, I won. Lucky me, I guess.
I won as well. Guess there might be a formal apology in the cards after all.
Hey, this is just the first toss. Let's get going.
I have a suggestion. If one of us loses twice in a row, they should get knocked out while the other two carry on playing to decide the winner.
Oh, okay, don't worry. You
Otherwise,
actually make
with 3 of us playing, it'll start to get difficult to keep track of who's won the most times. I flipped the coin last time, so why don't you go next? I don't want you blaming my coin-tossing skills if you guess wrong this turn. Here,
Now just wait a second, my dear friends. Please let me do the second toss.
Oh? Anxious to take your turn, Mr. Bai?
You are both young, and I've already seen your short tempers for myself. If Albert loses this round and this young man wins, you'll be tied. And before you know it, you'll be at each other's throats again.
Please, he was the one at fault. The plan was for Kaeya to pass the coin to me next. This is a part of a player, what should we do?
Well, that's not my only consideration either. You two may be too young to know this, but I've been around the block a few times. What's to say this isn't a trick coin, In dice games, people use all sorts of methods to rig the game. Some even fit the dice with mechanisms that give them whichever result they want. If Albert wins the next round and you, young man, lose for the second time in a row, then the third round will just be a tiebreaker between him and me, and you won't get your apology to the Guhua clan. If that happens, only for you to then find out that the coin was rigged all along, you're sure to accuse me of working with Albert to scam you while mocking the Guhua clan. I can only imagine the kind of vengeful warpath that would put you on. A purely hypothetical scenario, of course, but one that I'm bringing up now to avoid any misunderstanding further down the road. Go on, give me the coin. I'll show you how to check if it's been rigged.
Wait, is Kaeya still smiling? If he catches us out, would be a DJ.
Very diligent of you indeed, Mr. Bai. Looks like I chose the right person to be my guide. Here, take it.
A rigged coin will always be a little heavier than a normal coin, you see. Yeah, this one seems perfectly normal to me, however. But don't take it from me. Why don't you test it for yourself?
No need. Pettiness is below me. I trust your judgment. Phew, that was a close call.
What's your bet this time, Mr. Bai?
I'll stick with tails.
Tails, huh? Well, you seem to have a feel for this. So I guess I'll match your bet again this round. Tails it is. And you?
Heads. The coin turned up heads. Was that just a lucky guess, or is Kaeya already...
Well, my luck's still just about holding out. The three of us are now tied, so no one drops out. Certainly better than Albert and I going head-to-head in the final round.
My turn!
Well, here you go. What'll it be, Mr. Bai?
It's a tough decision this time.
That's what makes it fun, isn't it? Anyway, there's no need to stress. What's the cost of a few cups of tea compared to 50,000 I'll be paying you every day?
Yeah, you make a good point. All right, I'll take heads.
Okay, and now it's my turn to guess. Not that the outcome matters either way to me. I won't even notice the more is gone. Whatever, I'll take tails.
Tails! Fortunately, the coin turned up heads. Now it's Kaeya's turn.
Why did it have to be heads? This whole thing started because you two got into a spat, and now I'm the one that has to foot the bill. What say you to another round?
Sure, why not? I'm having fun. I can go for as many rounds as you want.
I'm out. You guys have fun.
What a miserly person. Do as you please. The two of us can play.
But, Albert, all the fun of gambling is in the stakes involved. What say you to throwing a little loose change into the pot?
Oh?
Come on now. No need to walk on eggshells here. Let's keep it simple, shall we? If you guess right, I pick up the tab. But if you guess wrong, I'm afraid it's still on you.
Sure. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, here's the coin. You can toss first. I'll take heads.
This is going a while, to be honest.
I'll choose...
Wouldn't it defeat the whole purpose of betting if you guessed the same as me? This is a two-person game now. Surely one of us has to guess heads and the other tails.
All right. It all comes down to luck, after all. I'll take tails.
It's Tails.
Ooh, looks like Rex Lapis has smiled upon me today after all. Thank you for the tea, Albert.
You're in a lucky streak today. Bet you wish you raised the stakes now, huh?
Look at you getting so giddy over some chump change. It's like you've never gambled with real money before, my old man. That's a real rush, I'm telling you. This is nothing by comparison. In fact, I'm starting to get a little bored.
Well, in that case, would you care for another game?
Sure. Let's up the stakes a little this time. Shall we say 50,000?
Oh, maybe that's a little on the high side.
What, 50,000? But that's just a single day's guide pay for you.
All right. I'll bet tails.
Uh-oh.
Great, then I'll bet heads. No takebacks. Heads.
Tails. Oh, how unfortunate. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. After all, in the long run, gambling is always a losing game. 50,000 more. My goodness. Albert, I'm terribly sorry, but as it happens, I forgot to bring my coin purse with me today. Could you perhaps take this 50,000 out of my guide fees? Call it an advance payment. That would make us even.
Advance payment? Sorry, I'm afraid that's not my style. It'll have to be cash.
This day, just getting better and better. Well, so be it. 50,000. Let me see what cash I have on me.
But it takes out 50,000 in more bills from his stuff.
50,000? That's not what we agreed on.
Huh? What are you talking about? I think you'll find that our bet was for 50,000.
No, it wasn't. The amount was 1 million.
1 million? Are you insane? Come on now, Albert. Be serious. A million here and a million there might be all fun and games to you rich types, but to ordinary folk like myself, this is no laughing matter.
I'm being perfectly serious. I know what I said, and what I said was 1 million mora.
You're lying through your teeth. Hey, young man, you tell him. Did you hear him say 1 million at any point during our bet?
Yeah, he said one. He said 1 million.
What the? I'm not deaf, you know. I swear I heard 50,000.
Misheard.
Wait. Oh, I see. You two are in this together.
No.
I've never met either of you before today, and out of nowhere you suddenly roped me into betting over a coin toss, and now you're accusing me of owing you 1 million mora. Huh? Do you have any idea who you're trying to cheat? I know all the tricks in the book. I can't believe a couple of beginners like you managed to get this far. Well, don't you try to celebrate just yet. You amateurs have a lot to learn about the art of the con. Do you really think that nobody else will have heard all the commotion we just made? All I need is one witness, and this little scheme of yours falls apart.
Oh, no. Gee.
Frauds, I say! These two kids are trying to scam me out of my hard-earned mora! Hostess! Oh, hostess, come quickly!
How pathetic.
What is going on here? If you can't abide by our rules, you're not welcome at Yenshang Tea House. I don't care what the issue is. You don't get to make a racket like that in here. Halberd! Fang!
Wait, don't throw me out! These two con artists are trying to steal my mora. You can't let them get away with it.
Well, let's take this somewhere else. I don't want any of you disturbing the other guests.
Oh. Oh,
this table's taken.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
This table's taken.
Ah, even more room. I should. Oh, no.
Okay, you two. Care to explain yourselves?
Gladly. He's making up completely spurious claims. We were betting Mora over a few coin tosses, and now he wants to back out. In the land of contracts, of all places.
Wow.
He won 250,000 from me, then another 800,000 from the both of us. Now he's refusing to pay up the measly 50,000 that he lost in the final round.
Okay, so after settling up, a total of 1 million Mora should have changed hands. Sounds plausible enough.
It's a complete pack of lies! Hostess, if you don't believe me, ask anyone else in the tea house. These kids were so loud. I guarantee you everybody in that room knows the true story.
Sorry to interrupt you all, but you're witnesses to the situation here. Is what Mr. Bai says true?
Oh, thank goodness you're finally here. What took you so long? That old guy's been bragging about the Mora he's won so loudly, I'm surprised the whole street didn't hear him. I was about to report him to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Leave me out of this. I want nothing to do with gamblers and scammers. Please, just bring me my check.
Our new owner laid down the law not too long ago. We turn a blind eye towards casual games of dice, but there is zero tolerance for any explicit gambling with real Mora. Return any winnings to the party you took them from, and we'll say that none of this ever happened. Otherwise, I'll have to bring in the Millilith. And I can assure you that they take a more hard line on this kind of thing than we do.
Why should I have to give them any Mora? I don't have any Mora on me.
Oh, but I think you do. 2 investments, was it? One of them to the tune of exactly 1 million as it happens. Oh, and don't forget you still need to pay the tab.
You... Wait. How did you...
Halberd! Fang! There's a gentleman here that I'd really like you to meet.
Please, please don't. I'll pay, all right?
This was never your Mora to begin with. We'll be returning it to its rightful owner now.
Oh my god, that was a long mind game. Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's go.
What did you think, Captain Wu? Could you hear clearly from your corner on the 2nd floor?
Yes, everything. I can't thank you two enough.
Woo. This was your doing, wasn't it? You and this monster planned the whole thing, along with that blonde one. And all the customers on that floor were in on it too, weren't they?
Yeah.
I know where you live, and I know what your wife looks like, and your pretty little daughter too. You crossed the wrong man today.
Sure.
Don't be scared of a crook like you. I'll take you on any day of the week.
Well, let's see how long that false bravado of yours will last.
Oh, look at that. He figured it out. Guess he's not as dumb as we thought.
Don't you two get cocky either. Just you wait. I will hunt you down.
My apologies for having to leave this question until you'd vacated the premises. But I couldn't have things escalate inside the tea house. I hope you can understand our position. I noticed that all the guests on the 2nd floor were present before you took your seats, then left almost immediately after you did. Would I be correct in saying you were looking to set this man up?
Wait, so you saw through it right away?
Under normal circumstances, we would never tolerate a scheme like this taking place on our grounds, as it risks damaging our owner's reputation. However, I understand that our owner holds the traveler in high regard, and must have good reasons for their actions.
Nice.
Still, I would appreciate an explanation.
Only
so that I can answer to the owner.
As I thought. When you're operating on someone else's turf, you run the risk of clashing with the master of the house. Thankfully, we considered that possibility before going ahead with our plan. Over to you, brave hero. You're the one with the connections in Liyue. It's your time to shine.
You recount what happened to Captain Wu.
Okay. I understand the situation now. It goes without saying that I have no wish to stand in the way of your chivalrous deeds. I'll report everything you told me to our owner.
Feel free to find me again if you need any further explanation.
Well, Captain Wu, remember what I promised you? What do you think? angry and frustrated enough for you?
I think you delivered. Shame you didn't cry like a baby though.
Excuse me, coming through.
Oh no.
Is this the Mr. Bai you reported to us?
Ah, yes.
Yes, that's him all right. The one who scammed Captain Wu.
Wait! Where's your evidence? And Wu, you've already recovered your Mora. I don't deserve to be punished twice for the same crime.
You can't talk your way out of this one. You're already suspected of defrauding multiple victims out of smaller amounts, and the combined total meets the threshold for a conviction. If it turns out you're guilty in this case too, it'll only add to your sentence. Does the plaintiff have any witnesses? If so, we'd really appreciate if they could come with us and provide a testimony.
Yes, sir, I'm happy to give a testimony.
You got tangled up in this too, huh?
Yeah.
In that case, please come with me. Your witness statements will play a crucial role in helping to move this case forward. Don't worry, we won't take up too much of your time. And you, sir, can stop twiddling your thumbs. You're coming with us, too.
Hey, keep your hands off me. I'll cooperate. Stop manhandling me.
Hey, we got the cry. Hey, we got the cry. The bit of take the kind of bit away, you give a testimony.
Thank you so much, the both of you. I really don't know how I could ever begin to repay you.
Ah, that's so good.
Well, I have an idea. We originally came here to do some sightseeing. Anywhere you'd recommend we go before the end of our trip?
He said one mean restaurant,
Let me
didn't he?
think.
Cool.
Now, where would I want to go? Hey, are either of you interested in a fishing trip?
Sounds fun to me. Let's go.
Oh, we are? Okay. It's still... Wow, it's still going. I'm surprised this is still going at this point. Gotta be honest. This one feels like it's going for like ever. Go to the seaside. Look at the burbs. There's burbs here. Oh, that one's staying there.
Well, this was certainly an
quest
eventful
burb.
end to my trip. It wouldn't have been possible without you. Or my lucky coin, of course.
I'm just glad that nothing went wrong when I tossed the coin.
Wouldn't be much of a lucky coin if it had. Besides, I already taught you how to become attuned to it. You still need some practice to master the technique, but luckily it decided to play nice and spare us any more complications.
How do you control it?
A better question to ask might be, what do I do to make this coin happy to work with me and show me whichever side I wish? My answer would be that I tell the coin a joke every time I toss it into the air. If it finds my joke funny, then it cooperates with me. Of course, this whole arrangement hinges on a pre-existing amount of trust between the two of us. I can't just get any strange coins to listen to me.
He caught us off guard when he insisted on taking the second coin to us.
Yeah, I was a little surprised when he unwittingly called out our trick coin, but it didn't matter. A good gambler always keeps their options open. You have to have a contingency plan for when the odds are against you. So when I went to the counter, I marked a regular coin as well as my trick one. That safely avoided any risk of him finding out about the trick coin. But it also meant that we wouldn't be able to control the result of that round. But hey, what does it matter? The fact that he made things a little more challenging only made it all the more exciting to watch him slowly but surely fall into our trap. Especially listening to him warn us about the possibility of a rigged coin right as we were scamming him. That was my favorite part. As long as I chose the same bet as him, and you bet the opposite to me, it was always going to end up with him paying. Unless, of course, he'd had some other tricks up his sleeve that we hadn't thought of. Then things would have gotten really interesting.
You two are genuinely the smartest people I've ever met.
Thanks.
I'm no intellectual, so I would never have been able to come up with a plan like this. Even when you described it to me, I only understood parts of it.
Never change your good nature. All con artists are get caught themselves sooner or later.
Well, I may not be the smartest guy around, but one thing I do know is this. One should always return tenfold the help that they've received from others. We were just ordinary acquaintances. You had no reason to help me as much as you did. If there's anything I can ever do for you in the future, anything at all, please let me know. You can always count on me. I guarantee it.
Oh? You seem agitated. Are you worried about owing me yet another favor? There are two kinds of people who owe me favors. One is my friends, and the other my informants. My informants have to fulfill whatever requests I make of them, no questions asked. The question is, which kind of person do you want to be? Ah, and you're torn again. Too afraid to ask to be my friend, but also daunted by the dangers inherent in becoming my informant. Well, it's okay, because I just thought of a fun and easy way to get us out of this impasse. Let's do a coin toss.
Oh no.
This is the regular coin I prepared for the contingency plan when I was borrowing a pen from the bar. Not the lucky one that does what I tell it to. If it's heads, we're friends. But if it's tails, you're at my beck and call. May the Lord of Geo decide.
So, was it heads or tails?
What do you think? What does your heart tell you?
Can I just put the coin back in his pocket?
I understand now.
Jesus.
You have my most sincere gratitude. No, that's a little too formal. What I'm trying to say is, here, your fishing rods, my friends.
Aww. Lucky coin. An informant or a friend? Do you want to be my informant or my friend? Oh, look at this! Oh, look at that fish. That was like, I'm gonna be honest, that was a very long one. I didn't expect that potential one to go for that long, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Let's continue play from here.
A blade embraces
Wait, what even was this part? I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot. Oh, it's in Port Almost? Oh, jeez, okay. Jeez, that took a while then. Holy moly. That took quite the while. Okay. Here.
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use.
True.
Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
We can't just spend public money for our own amusement.
Now I remember why you're an honorary knight. Of course being tempted by money is beneath you.
Yes.
Your honest character is dazzling to behold.
They're definitely not hoarding a lot.
Like the sunlight reflecting off the surface of Cider Lake in the late fall. I hold my hands up. My thinking was mistaken. In that case, I guess today's end-of-trip blowout is cancelled. I shall pack my luggage and prepare to return to Mondstadt.
I could join you for the journey. It'll be nice to catch up with everyone in Mondstadt anyway.
You do that for me? Well, this wasn't what I'd originally planned, but it's a very welcome development. When I was souvenir shopping, I picked out something for you too. Guess my thoughtfulness wasn't in vain.
You got me a souvenir? Ooh, what did you get me?
Let's keep that a secret for now.
What, huh?
Not because I want to keep you guessing. It's just that I didn't think I'd run into you here. All my gifts are back at the inn. I want you to find out for yourself when you open it. The surprise is what gift-giving is all about, is it not?
Fine.
Then it's settled. We'll leave together shortly.
Okay. Wonder what gift you got us. Return to Master reunion. Oh my god, it's actually gonna be so good. Wait, we're at the very front. No, that I wonder what's gonna happen at the very front. Or we're just gonna be walking with Kai all the way in. Then we're gonna get greeted and stuff. I wonder. Oh, there's Timmy's pigeons. Oh, Mondstadt looks so nice.
Look.
Looks bigger.
Mondstadt's windmills. Ah, such a comforting sight. Now, as promised, your souvenir. Here you go.
Took it down, look, give it to me.
According to the merchant I bought it from, mysterious spirits called Jinn often live in lamps like this.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And this lamp in particular once housed a very powerful genie. Merchants love to exaggerate to help make a sale, but it's still quite the pretty little lamp. I know you like rare things, so perhaps you can add this to your collection. Of course, you can also use it as an ordinary pot. Personally, I think it'd make an excellent wine vessel.
Thank you. Use it as a decanter.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it.
It's even how you say it.
I'm ready to head into the city now. You're free to join me, or you can make your own schedule.
I'll
I
join
could
you.
give everyone their souvenirs first, but I'm not sure whether I'm in the mood for running around and visiting people right after the long journey.
True.
Maybe I'll take a breather first.
That's right, look at the star here.
But I know I'll only get bored sitting in my room alone. Ugh. Do you have any suggestions?
I can join you. We can chill out together so you can relax without getting bored. I can join you for the souvenir given so you have some company. I want to do this one last. I want to do this one after. Let's do this one first.
I'm honored to have such a caring friend. Let's go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. We can listen to the bards playing or feed the pigeons.
Can we listen to Venti?
After so long in Sumeru, I've begun to miss that slow-paced and relaxed atmosphere. There's no rush. We can take our time and stroll on over.
We're gonna get stopped, I bet. What is it? A gift in a beautiful box. According to Kai, it contains an exquisite lamp. It may be best to wait till you come back from vacation with Kai to open up his gift and admire it. I want to open it now. Alright. Geez, only from there to there, it's only 230 meters? Jeez, that feels like it's not that far away. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably crazy. Oh, Mondstadt music is so good. I always forget about
Port
Mondstadt's
Ormos
music.
is
It's so
always lively, even late into the night. People there go to bed much later than I imagined. Quite a stark contrast with Mondstadt. People pray and play music in the cathedral plaza during the day, but come nighttime, the streets are deserted except for the knights on patrol.
Which lifestyle do you prefer?
Good question. Life in Sumeru is never dull. Last time I was out drinking on the street at night, some passing mercenaries invited me to dance.
Oh, look at that.
Although, I did learn later that that kind of thing is highly unusual even there.
Oh.
They must have been in a very good mood that night. They taught me a lot of songs that they usually sing during feasts. It really was a fun night. But be that as it may, I think I'm more suited to the free and easy life in Mondstadt.
Yeah,
Simple,
Mondstadt's a very
honest folks
nice
like
and chill
me,
place, you
we
know?
don't
It's very
need
nice
much
and
to
chill.
be content.
Hey, actually, it probably isn't chill. There's something probably hidden underneath that's gonna burst out. Like, I don't know. Can you even hear what... Wait, simple, honest folks like me, can you even hear what you're saying? Are you serious?
Fair enough. Let's shelve that discussion for now. Have you ever had a chance to hear the cathedral choir before? The hymns they sing are a whole tradition in their own right. Quite different from the folk songs that the bards play.
Not yet, but I think I have.
Let's see if we can catch them today. Sister Grace is right there, so we can ask her about the choir's schedule.
Ah, okay. The outfits are so cool.
Excuse me, Sister Grace. Does the church choir have any performances coming up soon?
Oh, I'm so sorry. The hymn concert we previously announced has unfortunately been pushed back.
Oh, really?
Oh? What's the story there?
As you probably know, Captain Kaeya, we've been trying to organize an amateur choir in addition to the regular church choir.
Ah, yes. I heard about that. I believe the plan
Why does
was
it seem so
ultimately to have
staged
different
by
choirs who
Kaeya?
can take turns to perform hymn concerts.
I don't know.
Yes, exactly. Well, it turns out there are plenty of believers who are good singers and interested in joining a choir. So, in theory, it should have been a simple case of getting everyone in the same room, then practice, practice, practice. But for some reason, the rehearsals are going terribly. I don't understand it. Everyone in the choir has a basic level of musical literacy, but they sound awful together.
Oh, God.
It's like everyone's trying to do their own thing. There's no group harmony. Maybe I'm just not musically gifted enough to give them the guidance they need.
No, don't say that. No, it's not your fault.
Captain Kaeya.
It's them, not
I know you like listening to hymns.
It's not that, it's them.
How good is your understanding of vocal music?
Yeah, Kaeya.
Me? Music is far from my forte. But if you need some help, then don't worry. I know an expert who's more than up to the task.
You got... Oh?
Thank you so much, Captain Kaeya.
All I can think of is Venti or
guidance
Barbara.
will definitely be a great help.
I don't know anyone else. Gotta be honest.
I'm sure you've figured out who this expert is already. He has the best singing voice of any poet in Mondstadt, and understands poetry better than any other singer.
Venti!
Plus, he's exceptionally easy to find.
Venti!
9 out of 10 times, he's in the tavern.
Oh, that is Venti, alright. Oh. As soon as you put poems and tavern together, it's Venti. I didn't expect to see Venti during this. I'm actually excited. Oh, God.
Good day. Drinking alone? I hope you don't mind us joining you.
Hello, Venti.
Hello, hello. Please, take a seat. We're all friends here.
Do you have any more secret lamps?
Patton, one moonlit alley and an apple cider.
Oh! My God, man. Stop with that sinus.
Ooh, excellent choices. Come on, let's have a toast and drain our glasses together.
Oh?
Here's to the time spent drinking with friends, which is more unforgettable than the drinks are delectable.
Ever the poet, Professor Venti. A beautiful toast from the bard with the most. Any new songs of yours we could listen to? There's a real dearth of quality entertainment at the moment, since the cathedral's choir performance has been delayed again. Speaking of which, I trust you've heard Sister Grace's choir perform before?
Of course! Though the format is a little on the formal side, they do sing quite beautifully. Very pleasant to listen to.
So you'd say you enjoy listening to hymns?
Let me think. Well, however it's expressed, as long as you can hear the singer's passion and joy in their voice, I consider it a phenomenal performance.
Passion and joy, huh? An intriguing perspective. By this logic, I suppose Lord Barbados would also enjoy the choir's performances.
Oh? And why is that?
Yeah.
Think about it. It's only because of his patient guidance and protection that the people of Mondstadt can now sing such beautiful hymns in the cathedral. It must be quite satisfying for him to hear a joyful people lift up their voices in song.
Oh, lift those voices. So is that from the song that Venti did in the Wimbloom? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, whatever it was called. It was like almost a year ago at this point. I'm pretty sure. But hey, he likes making he likes making songs as well.
Yes, well,
and you're sitting next
that's a
to
beautiful image filled with
I don't know. I don't know who he could be. I don't know.
Maybe Barbados himself doesn't give it so much thought. In principle, the hymns of the cathedral are dedicated to a god. But in reality, the audience are all ordinary people with very worldly concerns. So what really matters is that the people enjoy what they're listening to.
If Sister Grace was able to see things that way, perhaps she wouldn't feel so distressed.
Huh? Distressed? About what?
He explains Sister Grace's predicament to Venti, the genius.
She might be asking a bit too much. To be honest, if they have a natural talent for music, they should just be allowed to sing whatever they want. It'll all sound good.
Even if they aren't singing the same tune?
I'm pretty sure the first people to sing songs to the Animo Archon weren't all singing the same tune. Besides, he is the god of freedom. Surely he'd prefer to hear Mondstadters sing their hearts out however comes naturally to them.
True.
Well, to each their own, I say. But Sister Grace seems quite bothered by the whole thing. If only a kind soul with a deep understanding of poetry and music could help her. Patton?
More drinks?
Uh-oh. I only brought enough money for one bottle today.
It'll be on
I'll
Kaeya.
have to pass.
Another bottle of apple cider for Venti, please, Patton. My treat.
Wow! Thanks,
Oh,
Kaeya.
she didn't get anything
you
from
were
me.
one of the finest students ever to emerge from my fast-track love poetry class.
Not even a water?
I did admire your enthusiasm and kindness.
Not even a water, just fine.
With the aid of this bottle, a humble bard's woes are whisked away on the wind. And so it falls to this humble bard to pass the blessing on to another.
Then this is probably the single most worthwhile alcohol purchase I've ever made. With your help, Sister
You know what, that
Grace's
made me laugh.
problems are as good as solved. Sister Grace is a devout follower of the Animo Archon. Perhaps it's her depth of devotion that causes her to worry too much about the smallest things.
Maybe.
Don't
No,
worry.
she Probably.
Just wait a moment. I'll go find her. Right after I finish this cider. The next time you visit
Oh,
her,
God,
our
man.
sweet sister shall be sad no more.
Oh, let's go. You say your farewells after choice of fine wine. Kaeya leaves first. Hey, Venti.
Kaeya is a wily character, but free wine is always the most delicious.
You can always refuse.
It's fine.
It's Venti.
I
Is he going
mean,
to?
the church's
No.
choral hymns aren't exactly my strong suit, what with all the finicky formalities and so on. But as long as there is love for music in the air, I'm sure I'll be able to help.
It sounds like I'll actually take a lot of work. It will actually take a lot of work. You're not just doing it for the wine.
Hey, if I'm happy and Sister Grace is happy and the audience is happy, that's a great thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you're happy with the wine. Oh no. Wait till 6 o'clock. Oh, early in the morning. Alright, let's go. I'll go 6:46. Yeah, I did not expect to be meeting. I didn't expect to meet Venti in this. Like, I thought we were meeting. I thought, like, I got spoiled on meeting Shang Ling, but I don't. It looks like we aren't. Which, interesting. I don't know. It would be nice to meet Shang Ling. I don't know. Because I thought we were gonna go to Wong Min restaurant. You know. We're meeting a lot of people during this, though, so it's always good. It's always nice.
Hello, Sister Grace. How are the rehearsals going?
Captain Kaeya, your bard friend has a few suggestions that are somewhat fanciful in nature.
Fanciful in the sense of not worth adopting? Is that what you mean?
What are your thoughts, Venti?
Everyone in the choir loves to sing, but they're used to singing their favorite songs. Suddenly asking them to sing in perfect harmony like a church choir with years of experience is just too difficult. So, why ask them to adjust to the demands of those staid old church hymns when you could just create a new song for them? One that they'll be able to grasp quickly? If you want, I could help.
Church choirs typically stick to traditional hymns. This is certainly an innovative idea. What's stopping you from considering it, Sister Grace?
While I don't expect a recently established amateur choir to perform on par with our own church choir, this would be a major departure from tradition. I'm just not convinced that it's appropriate.
Is the Church of Favonius really such a stickler for tradition? Giving believers the chance to express themselves freely seems like it would be a very positive thing. So, Venti, do you think the Animo Archon would like to hear a new melody?
Of course! This was the
Yeah.
wish of the people when New Mondstadt was first founded.
Okay, well, let's see what our other friend thinks. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
I, for one, am inclined to agree with Venti's understanding of Barbatos.
Another vote of confidence. Maybe there's hope for this idea yet.
Maybe it's just a generational thing, but... Oh, well, it's not a completely unreasonable idea. I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Looks like we're all in favor then. So let's start preparing. Sister Grace, could we trouble you to inform the choir members?
Of course. I'll tell them now, and then we'll give this a try.
Should we find some people to help us compose the lyrics? If this is to be a new song of the people, then the more fresh ideas we have, the better.
Good idea. Let's split up and find some contributors, Traveler.
Who should we go look for?
Let me think. Since we're composing a song, we should try and recruit at least one person who understands music.
All I can think of is Barbara.
Aha, I know. Sister Grace, how would you feel about us asking Sister Barbara to provide her
Yay! I'm actually happy.
Given that the idea is to write a song dedicated to Lord Barbados, I'm sure Sister Barbara would be very willing.
Oh, I love Barbara so much.
Perfect.
Oh, let's go.
Traveler, why don't you head into the cathedral and invite Sister Barbara to join us? I'll look for another friend who's interested in helping us.
Can I be honest? I don't know who. Deluge? Imagine if it's Deluge. Oh, that would be the best shit.
Got it. With this melody, it'll be much more expressive.
I wish it would have. I know it's not going to be Deluge, but I wish it was. Oh my god, the music. Oh, Barbara, you're at the front. Oh, yo. Oh, hey.
Let the wind lead. Traveler, it's been a long time since I last saw you in the cathedral.
Barbara, just the person I've been looking for. I have a rather unusual quest for you.
Please, don't be shy. Go right ahead.
You tell Barbara about the plan to write a brand new song.
I see. What an interesting idea. The hymns we know today have been passed down to us through the ages. Very few people would ever think to create a new one. But as long as we put our hearts into it and write with reverence and devotion, perhaps our new song can become part of the tradition that is passed on and bring joy to future generations. I never imagined that the bard would come up with such an amazing suggestion. I'd really love to be a part of this.
Aww. We're having a discussion in the plaza now. Would you like to join?
Sure. Let's go there together right now.
Alright, let's go. Oh, she's already going. Oh, Dione! Dione? What? Dione special? Is that what she's... I don't know. Wait, Dione... What? Diona?
You're here.
I'm confused.
You took your sweet time.
Hey, Diana, so Kaeya's helper is Diana, huh?
I've seen Kaeya play Genius Invocation TCG, making up a bunch of baloney to distract his opponents. He's that trickster plain and simple. So now, I gotta check with you guys to see if what he's saying is true. Can we really write about anything we want in this song? Even the evils of Mondstadt's wine industry? And is the choir really gonna perform it publicly? So everyone on the streets will hear it?
Do you think that she really right? Do you think she can really write about that? Let's hope Deluge won't mind.
I can guarantee he won't.
Of course you would say like that.
Then I want to write this. All booze hounds will be punished harshly by Lord Barbados.
Oh no.
That's a very novel idea indeed.
No, because Diana's a cat. Oh, Venti. Oh no.
I'm used to just
Venti's allergic to cats.
So after Sister Grace criticized us for not singing in harmony,
funny.
I was planning on quitting the choir.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
I never thought we'd be able to just sing what we wanted.
That's actually funny. Oh, that's actually gonna be funny.
Plus, we get to write a song with Sister Barbara. I'm so honored.
Thank you, everyone. Why don't we start by picking a theme for this
Oh,
song?
Albert's the one that's Albert's the weird one.
I agree. Traditionally speaking, the theme should be Praise be to the gentle and loving Lord Barbados.
I expect that Professor Venti might feel that topic is overdone and lacks originality, and that it may not be to Lord Barbados's liking.
That's Kaeya for you. Got it in one. I'd suggest that everyone start by thinking of the little things in life that bring you joy.
Ooh, well then can I praise the perfect fish head soup my mom cooked last night?
Of course you can.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd like to rejoice in the precious days spent together with family.
Oh. Have we ever seen Venti's mum? Diona's mum? We've seen her dad, but have we ever seen her mum? I don't know.
Let us praise Mondstadt, the city that allows us to sing freely.
See? Already we have lots of wonderful ideas. Let's write them down. And then Kaeya can... Kaeya?
Is he going? No.
What should I sing about?
What the hell are you doing over there?
Home of the Windborn. What do you think of that?
Surely the song should at least mention Lord Barbados.
Alright, I really must be soon. Let's see how many times Venti sneezes, shall we?
Okay, everyone. Write your ideas down once you've got something. And then we'll open it up for a group discussion.
I think the song should express the joy of being together with family.
Should I write about fish head soup or Liyue grilled fish?
Oh, we didn't get to see Venti sneeze. Kaeya, what are you doing over here? What are you doing over here?
What are you doing here? Didn't want to participate in the discussions?
You're not participating either.
I just wanted to take you to hear a performance. But that obviously didn't happen, thanks to the problems with the choir rehearsals. The rehearsals are now back on track, so I've done my part. If I stay here any longer, I'll probably get roped into singing with them. I'd rather it didn't come to that.
Oh, I would.
My
I would love
songwriting
it.
abilities are limited.
Here you are helping other people out when you're supposed to be kicking back and relaxing. Or perhaps this is your way of relaxing?
If doing nothing but loitering on the plaza enjoying the scenery all day is the only way to relax, then I suppose I didn't get to relax. But that would get boring after a while. To me, it's more fun to wander around, see what's happening, and insert myself into interesting situations.
With the abyss.
Besides, can you be so sure I didn't have something to gain from helping Sister Grace with her choir rehearsal dilemma these past few days?
What'd you get?
Oh, I spy 2 naughty students skipping class. And they just so happen to be the very 2 who asked me to help Sister Grace in the first place.
I should tell you.
We're ready to review and discuss everyone's lyric contributions now. Hey, why is it that you look like you're trying to run away?
I still recall the teachings of Professor Venti. The Animo Archon cares not about how moving the people's songs of praise are, but rather whether or not the song comes from the heart. With so many true believers gathered together earnestly writing a song for him, I'm sure the Animo Archon is watching on and feels very satisfied. That's what a song of worship is all about. So, mission accomplished.
And that's the reason you've decided to leave?
Slipping away before the final verse is sung.
You don't want to be a part of
Before
it.
the poet has uttered the last line, before everything has concluded. I don't know. Something about it just resonates with me.
You just think writing poetry is just too much trouble. You're just embarrassed to sing.
Oh no. You've seen right through me.
Wow, that was a craftily crafted speech. I almost fell for it.
I love that face that Venti does.
But to share all this with a group of friends, only to find myself one friend short before the final verse is sung, before the poet has uttered the last line, before everything has concluded, I don't know. Something about it just irritates me. If you don't want to write a poem, then let me gift you one.
Oh.
Abandoned to whatever fortune the cruel waters bring, bereft of control, directionless I swing. The swift currents surge, and onward I urge, through the snow and frost that fall and winter bring. Majestic waves cresting, surf roaring its tail, none but the ocean to hear as I sing. The stars in my eyes as I chart toward the horizon, that into one day from the endless dome of night I shall spring. If you are a chaser of freedom, the Animo Archon will bless you. So why not let those feelings out
Beautiful.
and sing with everyone?
A boat that has come unmoored
Is
will
it
not get
kind?
lost in the night,
Boys
sail
over
towards
everyone.
the dawn. A beautiful image.
Of course, you don't have to believe in it, but the winds of Mondstadt will guide every lost ship back to safe harbor.
Well, after a fine poem like that, it would be plain rude of me not to rejoin you.
Let's head back together. You two, of all people, have to be there for the grand finale.
Hey, I want to be. I want to be. Oh, that's the end. Oh, where's the lamp? We need to look at that. A boat untethered. If you're a chaser of freedom, why not sing with everyone? True, man. True. Come on, guy. Yo, Rudy. You see Diona, Barbara. Oh, you can see everyone in the background. They're very small. Let's see. That was really awesome. Oh, this. Wait. Sorry, my dogs are barking. You told them shut up. And Taglio that symbolizes the noble origins of Prince Cubad. In the play, it should have been strung on a beaded chain and worn on the prince's chest, but a fatal tragedy made the prince abandon it. The blood-red jewel is a crystallization of the question Kaeya asked you, the age-old question about destiny. There is no need to rush to answer. In the future, use what you see, touch, and feel to prove the answer within your soul. Well, was that kind of touching? What was that kind of touching? Where is the lamp? Kyle. Is it in here somewhere? Ah ha ha! The Samara-style lamp is an exquisite gift from Kaeya. The pure white porcelain, that's how you say it, of the body is embossed with simple yet elegant, beautiful etchings. While the arms and base are made of ornate and striking metals, the lid has a crystal-like accessory embedded into it. Even in the discerning eyes of merchants used to trading and appraising precious artifacts, this stands out as a rare treasure beyond compare. But this lamp also contains precious memories of your encounter in Samaria and journey together. And thus, its true value is priceless. Aww. That's actually cute. I'm gonna have to put that down. I need to do more stuff with my teapot, gotta be honest. I have to. Hey, you got some fruity skewers as well. Nice. Alright. Okay, so there's gotta be a split off here then? Interesting. Memento. Oh, this one we gotta give gifts to everyone straight away. Ooh, I actually can't wait. I actually can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Let's do the next part. I gotta be honest, that line, that quest, that ending was probably my favorite one so far. Gotta be honest.
Mondstadt's windmills.
Definitely my favorite.
Ah, such a comforting sight. Now, as promised, your souvenir. Here you go. According to the merchant I bought it from, mysterious spirits called Jinn often live in lamps like this. And this lamp in particular once housed a very powerful genie. Merchants love to exaggerate to help make a sale, but it's still quite the pretty little lamp. I know you like rare things, so perhaps you can add this to your collection. Of course, you can also use it as an ordinary pot. Personally, I think it'd make an excellent wine vessel.
Thank you, put on display.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. I'm ready to head into the city now. You're free to join me, or you can make your own schedule. I could give everyone their souvenirs first, but I'm not sure whether I'm in the mood for running around and visiting people right after the long journey. Maybe I'll take a breather first. But I know I'll only get bored sitting in my room alone. Do you have any suggestions?
Hey, like I said before, I can join you into your room. I can join you for the souvenir givers so you can have some company.
Yes, I suppose. Okay.
Let's go.
Souvenir run it is. They're mostly people you know, so it'll be a chance for you to say hi to some people you haven't seen in a while. Let's start by going to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Jean
Oh,
and
let's
Lisa will
go.
definitely be there, and with any luck, we might run into a few others too.
I love with this one. We're also meeting so many people as well. That's what I love about this one. We're meeting so many people. We've met Barbara, Diona. We've met so many NPC. We've met we're gonna meet Jean and Lisa, and then probably Amber as well. I think I love it. I love it. This has been really, really good. Like really, really good. I'm hoping we meet everyone again in this one. Oh, Venti! Oh, sorry, Venti, I kind of forgot about you. But Venti, you know? Of course you two are together. Hello! I'm sorry for barging in. Jesus, that was actually kind of rude of me, gotta be honest. But, you know, that was actually kind of rude.
Hey, you two busy?
Long time no see, everyone. Back in
You
months
must have had a tough journey, Kaeya. Oh, it's been a while, cutie.
Aw, thanks.
Yes, welcome back, Kaeya. Why is the honorary knight accompanying you?
Me and Kaeya, I love it. Jesus, I need to stop. Explain the casual Kaeya to Mero to Jean and Lisa.
I understand. Back to matters at hand, Kaeya. I have already received your report. You did well this time, thank you. A few days ago, we received a letter from the representative of the Wine Merchants Association in Sumeru. It was thanks to your on-the-spot decisions that further losses, due to continued delays, were avoided.
Just doing my duty. Anything to reduce the acting Grandmaster's workload. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have some unused travel funds. I'll return the surplus now.
He's talking like he wasn't planning this on spending it. I have a certain urge to expose him.
Given the suddenness of the situation and the difficulty in resolving it, I authorized a greater than normal disbursement in case of unforeseen circumstances. But I didn't think there would be this much left over. Thank you, Kaeya.
How much?
Just doing the right thing.
Kaeya, you can't know.
I'm not actually here for a post-trip debrief. I brought some souvenirs back for everyone.
Souvenirs from Sumeru?
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. That looks... I'm not lying when I say that looks fucking incredible. Holy shit.
Here, the letter opener is for Jean. The jeweled brooch is for Lisa. And the items in the box are for everyone else.
The artistry of this is exquisite. Look at the ornamentation on the sheath. This must be one of those crafts unique to Sumeru. It's my first time seeing one in person. Thank you, Kaeya.
It's beautiful.
I love the color of the gem in this brooch. And the setting is so elegant. You have excellent taste, Kaeya. This can't have come cheap.
It wasn't too bad. I didn't spend too much.
Might I intrude a moment?
Albedo!
Albedo, is that you? Come in.
I finished the latest quarterly expenses report for the workshop.
Let's go!
It's ready for your review. Traveler, greetings.
Yo!
And Kaeya, welcome back from Sumeru. I haven't seen you in a while.
I had never expected to meet Albedo. Hello, Albedo.
You two look like you're in good spirits.
I am now.
As a
Holy.
matter of fact, the honorary knight and I traveled back from Sumeru together. Ah, yes, and I brought some souvenirs for you and Klee.
Please let me be Klee.
They form a set.
I didn't think about it.
Let me dig them out.
I didn't actually think about it, but please say we meet Klee during
You're
this.
too kind.
Made this quest
Klee has
10,000
been
times
constantly inquiring as to the timing of your return lately.
Since you weren't around, she thought you had also been grounded, and that it would be a long time before you could come out.
Oh
Children
no.
always have the most peculiar way of looking at things.
It's actually really
Also
cute, gotta be
been
honest.
grounded? Sounds like things haven't been too dull for you all in my absence.
Oh yeah, true.
It's Klee's third time this month.
Jesus Christ, Klee.
Evidently, you're not the least bit surprised.
No. On the
course not.
contrary, what would be a surprise is if Klee ever managed to stay out of trouble for a substantial length of time.
True.
Anyway,
Oh no.
since my souvenir is part of a set with Klee's, there's no rush to give it to me. When Klee's next...
Released.
Released, I'll bring her to see you sometime.
Jesus Christ.
We'll collect our souvenirs together.
When you say well released, that sounds so exciting. It's just so bad.
Sure, makes sense.
Released from
Leave
prison.
the surprise for the person who'll enjoy it the most.
It's funny though.
I'll
It's really
leave these
funny.
documents here. I'll take my leave now, everyone.
Bye, Koi. I mean, Albedo.
Kaeya,
Sorry.
I've approved your vacation request. Use this time to relax and unwind. Don't worry about the report and other work. I'll take care of it. You too, Honorary Knight. There isn't any work the Knights of Favonius require your assistance with at this time, so please take it easy.
Thank you. Then we'll be going now.
Enjoy your vacation. But don't forget to return the Fox and the Dandelion Sea series before it's due.
Yeah, Kaeya.
Don't worry, I'm nearly done with those. I'll be able to return them in a few days.
Yeah, at least it'll be like at your neck.
Kaeya is just as thoughtful as always.
Yeah, he's awesome. We have to love him. There's no way we can't.
Though there's
you know?
always something to do. With everyone lending a hand, I always feel at ease.
I mean, you still work really hard. We need Jean to have another story quest, just so she can relax. You know, just so she can relax. Wait, can we wait? Bruce behind the door.
Kaeya coming back. You read me the 10th and 11th stories from the Fox and the Dandelion Sea.
Oh no! Shh! Listen, oh my god, it's like that was like probably like more of a secret achievement type thing. Oh no! Oh, it's actually kind of sad. Oh no, man. Oh no! I'm so glad I went to that door. Oh no! When's Kaeya coming back? Oh no! How long is she in there per like time? Like, does she get food and water?
I'm surprised Klee still hasn't escaped. I taught her a few tricks just before I left.
Why are you smirking? This is the norm. This is just the norm.
Kids will always have their moments of mischief. But to be able to grow up without a worry or care in the world is something truly precious. Well, now that all the gifts for the Knights of Favonius are with Jean, next up is... Ooh, how about we visit the Dawn Winery under the pretext of delivering souvenirs and try to score some free wine? It's been a long time since I last saw everyone there.
I thought you were going to say actually...
Diluc should be there tomorrow since he has business
Oh,
to
so
do.
we are meeting Diluc, okay.
But then there's nothing scheduled for the day after tomorrow, so perhaps it'll be easier to get free wine then. What do you think? When should we go?
I mean, if we meet Diluc, I'll 100% go. Tomorrow.
That works.
100%.
Then I guess we'll see Diluc.
Oh! Then
Let's meet at the front entrance of the Dawn Winery tomorrow.
And then the split off will be going to the day after tomorrow where we don't meet Diluc. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wait till the next day. I can't wait to look through the achievements now. Gotta be honest, I cannot wait. I'm doing that at the end. Aww. Klee! Oh, I'm still glad that Klee had, like, we could hear Klee, though. That made this quest 1,000 times better, just listening to that. I'm gonna be honest. Go to Dawn Winery. Oh. No. I don't like putting the pins down. I don't know why. I feel like it's more that I like the map clean looking and the pins just make it messy. I don't know. Am I weird for that? Probably. Oh, I need these for my traveler. Talk to troubled Linane? Sorry that I pronounced your name wrong. God, this music's way too good, man. Hey, Kaeya.
You made it. Come on, let's go inside.
I could have just
Brace
left you by
yourself
yourself,
for
to be
some
honest.
sour grapes.
What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Bro, this has actually probably been the best hangout so far, I have to admit. Holy shit.
If you're not feeling well, then let me go this time.
His voice sounds deeper. Is that just me?
I'm fine. It's not serious.
I remember you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
What are you doing here today? And I see you've brought a +1.
Greetings.
Oh, it's nothing particularly pressing. It's just that we recently returned from Sumeru, and given how long it's been since we last visited the winery, we thought we'd drop by and say hello.
Is that it? Make yourselves comfortable then.
Oh, do you really mean that? Because my definition of comfortable happens to involve prodigious amounts of your finest wines.
Well, you're comfortable, you have to pay
Speaking
for
of
it.
which, I'm curious where you store the wine these days. Is it the same place as it always used to be?
Sounds like you're in a hurry to reach your goal. Been plotting this raid for a long time?
Plotting a raid? Why, you misunderstand me. The truth is, a rumor happened to reach my ears recently. My informants tell me that last month, the Dawn Winery spent a large sum of mora on 2 bottles of limited edition Northland Valberry liquor. However, it turns out that they were likely just cheap knockoffs masquerading as the real thing. Of course, a teetotaler like yourself would struggle to tell the difference. So why not get a connoisseur to help you appraise the quality?
God damn.
Oh, wait. But the sterling reputation of Dawn Winery is at stake. Why, if you really purchased bootleg liquor, that would be scandalous. Better to have unknown and insignificant alcohol aficionados do the taste test for you, to prevent word getting out.
Quite the story. You used that one last year.
Oh.
Got anything else?
What? Really? I totally forgot.
God damn it.
In that case, how about the principle of reciprocity? Here, this is for you. I bought it for you in Sumeru, and it cost a veritable mountain of mora.
What is it? Is that like a lamp?
Thanks. Put it on the table.
That's it? No comment whatsoever?
Oh no. Oh.
You want a comment? Okay then. This thing is very in line with your unique aesthetic tastes. Much like that vase over there. Elzer, fetch a bottle of this year's newest batch from the warehouse, or else someone will keep blathering on with endless excuses.
One moment, Master Kaeya. I shall fetch it immediately.
You good?
What's wrong, Elzer? Are you okay?
My throat is a bit raspy is all. It got better after I began taking medicine.
Same.
But recently, it flared up again. Other than a bit of difficulty breathing now and then, it's nothing to be concerned about.
Many illnesses are caused by overwork. If you don't get enough rest, medicine alone won't solve the problem. Surely you should have long since handed over the work of the winery to Diluc by now. You can't keep being Diluc's butler. He's becoming a louse.
Actually, most of the time he...
I feel like...
Take some time off, Elzer. Don't put it off any longer. I'll handle the guild matters.
Why does Diluc's vision look so small here? Was it just me? It looks very small.
It's important to take care of your health.
And I never knew
you
it
have
was
to take
there,
it seriously.
honest.
And cavalry captain,
without a horse,
you would do well to remember that brevity is the soul of wit.
Master Diluc, Master Kaeya, thank you both. Then I'll take my leave and rest for a few days.
Enjoy your vacation. Though, before you officially clock out, let me head out the door with you. We can grab a few bottles on the way. There's nothing quite like enjoying a quality wine while feeling the gentle breeze against your face.
Want to come to Luke?
Normally I'd accompany you, but unfortunately I still have some pressing matters to take care of.
Aww.
My apologies and regards to both of you.
Really? Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, what? That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh no. I'm really happy that we met to Luke. I'm really happy that we did. I didn't expect it, to be honest. I really didn't expect it.
I asked Connor to select a bottle of our best. He'll bring it by shortly.
You asked Connor?
He hasn't seen you in a while. He's just happy to be able to do this for you.
Considerate as ever. Ah, Elzer, I also brought you a gift. Here.
Oh?
This belt buckle's for you.
Such artistry.
Well, I want to see it.
Thank you. Very much indeed. I'll put it on as soon as I get home.
Glad you like it. Go on, enjoy your time off. And don't forget to see a doctor.
Very well, Master Kaeya. I'll be taking my leave now.
Elzer is a good guy, and he's very responsible. But with 1,000 different things to worry about each day, that same sense of responsibility wears him down.
Master Kaeya,
Makes
your
sense.
wine
Oh,
and an apple cider for your friend. All freshly fermented this year. Please, have a taste. Traveler, this one's for you.
Thank you. What is it?
Oh, very clear. And a full-bodied aroma.
Pardon me.
That's rather nice.
Isn't it? This one's a little on the sweeter side, but I can go grab a dry one if you'd prefer.
No need. Sweet is just fine. Let's drink one together.
Don't mind if I do. I haven't caught up with you like this in a long time. We used to always pour the first glass for you when cracking open a new barrel. With you gone these past few years, I've had to drink it for you.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Since it wasn't me harvesting the grapes, de-stemming, or crushing them, it's much more fitting that you should take the first taste.
De-stemming? Crushing?
Crushing the grapes improves the aroma and color of the wine during the fermentation process. If you're curious to learn more about the winemaking process, you can read our Fruit Winemaker's Manual. If you'd like, Traveler, you can help us harvest some grapes. Winemaking can be quite a lot of fun.
It isn't nearly as exciting as he makes it sound. Your back will be in so much pain after picking grapes that you won't be able to stand up straight.
Oh, jeez.
Master Kaeya is right. Harvesting grapes is back-breaking labor. But seeing the grapes turn into grape juice, then ferment into wine, it's a fascinating experience. And every person at the winery should have a chance to share in it.
Wait, so D-Luke actually helps you with the winemaking?
Oh, goodness no.
Oh.
Master D-Luke is far too busy, not just during the day, but even at night.
Oh? And just what is D-Luke always so busy with?
Ah, Dark Knight Hero, my man.
Well, you know, come nightfall, he's always out there, networking, and so on. Master Kaeya, you may be surprised to learn just what lengths Master D-Luke is willing to go to for the sake of the business.
Connor, you're an awful liar. I hate to see you struggle.
Oh, so Master Kaeya, how do you like your drink? I remember you weren't very interested in wine when you were young.
Kinda almost exposed the Dark Knight Hero.
That was because the adults said children weren't allowed even a drop. Don't you remember how much trouble D-Luke got in that time he snuck a drink?
Ah, yes, of course. Adeland even covered for the two of you.
But on a serious note, having grown up at a winery, I spent my childhood watching Tunner plant the grape seeds, waiting for them to ripen on the vine, harvesting them together, and waiting for the alcohol to ferment. Even though I couldn't help with making distilled spirits, watching everyone work was fascinating. How could anyone not love to drink with a childhood like that? So, let us raise a glass to wine itself, and in thanks to the gracious hospitality the winery has shown us today.
To our generous hosts, though my drink is not alcoholic.
We're here to Dawn Winery.
Oh, you guys, you probably drained a celebration. God damn it.
Speaking of wine, Connor, I have a gift for you. It's a decanter set from Sumeru.
I get a present too? Thank you, Master Kaeya. Time really does fly. I still remember the days when everyone was giving you gifts at your birthday parties when you were young.
Aww.
Now I have wrinkles and Tunner's bent double, while Master Kaeya is the cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius.
How is Tunner holding up?
Yeah.
He's still tough, but getting on in years, so some things just aren't as easy as they were. But he's used to doing things his way and doesn't trust new employees to do it for him. A lot of the temporary workers I hired quit because they couldn't handle how picky he was.
Oh no.
Master Kaeya, if you have time, why not go talk to him about it? You're probably the only person he'll listen to besides Master Diluc.
I definitely owe him a visit. I haven't seen him in some time, and I do have fond memories of the days when he was teaching me to pick grapes.
Aww. That's so cute. Oh, we actually got to speak to him? Wait. Oh my god, there's an Oculus up there. Oh my god, I never realized that. What the hell? Alright, let's go.
Busy day today, Tunner?
Oh, Master Kaeya, you're back. No, I'm not at all busy. I just spend my hours watching the grapes growing on the vine. They're growing wonderfully this year. A few rows are almost ripe. We've already begun harvesting them these past few days, so that'll keep me occupied. Sit. After we're done picking, I'll bring a few bunches over for you to try.
Oh, nice.
No need. We were just drinking with Connor, and our stomachs are so full of wine that we couldn't eat a bite.
What about your friend? Doesn't he want to try?
I'm not hungry, thank you.
Allow me to introduce the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Honorary knight in the flesh. There are so many talented people in the Knights of Favonius. You all have bright futures ahead of you.
Aw, thanks.
Harvesting grapes is hard work. Let me help you. Do you still remember how I used to help out when we were short-handed?
I believe I do. In that case, I'm counting on you.
I'll help too.
What's this? Everyone's clamoring to do manual labor? Well, suits me. More help is always appreciated. Come with me, young lad. I'll tell you which grapes are ripe enough, and you can pick them.
Aww. Oh, wait, let me speak to him first.
Happy to have another helper. Now, let's go pick some grapes.
I'm guessing it's the ones with the orange things above them. They do look light, they are light.
Ooh, you have nimble hands, lad. Master Kaeya wasn't nearly so careful when he was young. He mangled so many his first time. What a waste. Fortunately, the young master has a good head on his shoulders. Didn't take long for him to get up to speed. And now he's turned into such an outstanding young man. Polite and kind.
Oh, there's Kaeya.
If I had a son as exceptional as Kaeya, oh, I would be the happiest man in Mondstadt.
Oh. Grape. Oh, in here. Grape.
There's a few more rows of grapes up ahead. Let's finish picking them together. Careful not to damage the grapes when you pinch the stem.
Okay. Yoink.
These grapes look excellent. You're a fast learner.
Yoink. There we go.
I'll take them.
Sorry.
Good job. Master Kaeya left the winery and moved to Mondstadt. Just like my own son, Guy. He left home to join the Knights of Favonius, too. I don't know him like Miss Adeline or Master Diluc do, but I know that no matter how old your child gets, they always need a home they can come back to.
Aww.
And without family by your side, you at least need the companionship of friends. I've been working here for decades and watched him grow up with my own two eyes. Sometimes I get the sense that there is something bothering him. Something deep-rooted. But he guards his secrets closely.
Conria, maybe?
Or perhaps
Probably.
he just doesn't want to involve us. After all, I doubt that we could help him. I can see that you have a good relationship with Master Kaeya. Please look after him. He's very dear to us.
I'll take good care of him. I think Kaeya's much younger than you might imagine.
That he is, yes. I do still think of him as a child. It takes time for an old man's mind to adjust.
Kaeya's an important friend to me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Knowing that he has a friend like you, we here at the winery can be happy for him.
You're looking very happy, Tunner. Was the traveler telling you some jokes?
Yes.
No jokes. I've received a letter from my son, Guy. He's really going places. I'm so delighted. Master Kaeya, honorary knight. My eyesight is fading in my old age. Could you read it out for me?
Of course.
Thank you both.
Oh, I thought that was actually going to be something to read. I said, oh god. The Graves of Warmth. Let's see what Guy has written. I mean, I can't, can I? Huh. Let me see. I am... I have no idea. Alright, this is the last one. Okay, let's go here. I think I'm pretty sure I know where this is going to be. Yeah, we're going to say we're going to go to the day after tomorrow. I wonder how different it's going to be. I wonder... Because it's Delusa going to be there. Which kind of sucks, but you know, it's fine. Wonder what we're going to do.
I'm surprised Klee still hasn't escaped.
Yeah.
I taught her a few tricks just before I left.
Why, Smacky?
Kids will always have their moments of mischief. But to be able to grow up without a worry or care in the world is something truly precious. Well, now that all the gifts for the Knights of Favonius are with Jean, next up is... Ooh, how about we visit the Dawn Winery under the pretext of delivering souvenirs and try to score some free wine? It's been a long time since I last saw everyone there. Plus, it'll be the perfect time to treat you to some of their newest brews. D-Luke should be there tomorrow since he has business to deal with. But then there's nothing scheduled for the day after tomorrow, so perhaps it'll be easier to get free wine then. What do you think? When should we go?
The day after tomorrow.
Great. Then it's settled. Let's meet the day after tomorrow at the front entrance of the Dawn Winery.
Alright. Wait until 2 days later. God damn it. God damn it. And we go to 8 o'clock. I wonder how different it's gonna be without Deluxe there. I wonder what we're gonna do there. We're gonna get probably gonna get free wine. But I'm not. We're gonna get non-alcoholic stuff. But I wonder what's gonna happen, you know? Go to the Dawn Winery. I love how you get closer to a winery and then the music kicks in. That's always awesome to listen to. Oh, this place is beautiful. Beautiful. See the dead trees of freaking Wolvingdom up there. I didn't get enough.
You're more punctual than I expected. Let's head inside.
Huh? I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything. Oh? Hello, Elsa. Oh, the music.
Master Kaeya? And the Traveler? Welcome, welcome. Please, come in. I'll fetch you both something to drink.
Long time no see, Elsa.
That was quick. Yeah.
Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? So what brings you back to the winery this... Sorry. Is there anything I can do for you?
No need to be so formal. I just returned from Sumeru and dropped by to see you all.
Ah, what a pity. Master D-Luke went out to handle business last night and hasn't returned yet.
Never mind. The main thing is that you and Adeline
Never
are
mind.
here. Oh, Speaking of Adeland, where is she?
She's taking some time off. She was busy cleaning yesterday and finally has a bit of time to herself.
Perfect. Nice. I brought some gifts for you both. Here, this belt buckle is for you.
My goodness.
I want to see it.
Exquisite. Thank you, Master Kaeya. I'll treasure it. Would you like anything to drink? We recently finished making a new batch of dandelion wine.
Well, what perfect timing.
I know, right?
I was just wondering how this year's batch was coming along.
Let me fetch a barrel and have someone deliver it to the Knights of Favonius headquarters for you.
Oh, I won't be needing an entire barrel. A couple of bottles will be more than sufficient. Else Diluc might say I came here to beg.
Oh, Master Diluc might grumble, but he doesn't mean it. Anyway, let me fix you both a drink.
Much obliged. Then I'll have a glass of dandelion wine and a glass of cider lake for him, if you please.
Cider lake? Am I drinking lake water?
The name is not that literal. It is a drink with virtually no alcoholic content, as Master Kaeya will be aware. I'll prepare them now. Please, wait a moment.
Of course, my drink is non-alcoholic. Don't know what I was expecting. Never mind, I'm used to it already.
Strictly speaking, that's not entirely true. Cider Lake does have a tiny amount of alcohol in it.
Please, enjoy.
Try to cider lake that Elsa mixed. It's quite sweet and very tasty.
Pleased you liked it. Looks like my bartending skills haven't faded with age.
How have you been recently? Is the winery's business doing well?
To tell you the truth, we've had our work cut out for us recently trying to fulfill some major orders. Things have only just started to quiet down over the last couple of days.
So, you've had no time off lately?
Master Diluc was concerned about the same
Why he's
thing.
coughing?
But with him being out on business for a few days, who would take care of business and the guests if I were to take time off? Maybe some other time.
At least take half a day to see a doctor and make sure you're okay. If your condition worsens, Diluc will never forgive himself.
True.
You make a fair point.
If you're worried about having someone to handle the winery, why not leave it to me? I'm familiar enough with your responsibilities to cover for you for a while.
I feel like Diluc wouldn't like that.
Master Kaeya, Please, come back to the winery more often. We all miss you very much.
All right. No need for that kind of talk. Come on. I'll see you out.
I just want to chill in the Daughter Winery, so just listen to the music, you know?
While I'm resting, I shall leave Dawn Winery in your hands.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Rest easy, and go see the doctor. Such great weather today. A calm breeze and delicious wine. This is quite the treat. Though, it's a pity this batch seems a bit bland. How about I go to the wine locker and fetch one from the reserve collection? I remember it's on the second floor.
Is that allowed?
Of course it's fine. I promised Elzer I'd help. I said nothing about leaving the wine alone.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm a little late to the welcome party, but
oh, hello.
I believe I just heard the words wine locker and reserve collection. Planning on pilfering a bottle of reserve, Master Kaeya?
No.
The reserve collection is reserved for a reason, you know. You should at least run it past Master Diluc first.
He was saying no, 100%.
Oh, Adamant, surely you misheard. We were simply taking a walk around the house.
I
Jesus.
See. Anyway, what brings you and the traveler to the winery today?
We just returned from Sumeru. It's been a while, so I thought we might drop by and say hello. And perhaps enjoy a complimentary drink while we're here. Surely you wouldn't object, Adeland.
How could I object? We're simply happy that you've come back to see us.
Oh, Adeland, I also brought some gifts for you all. This bottle of essential oil is for you. If you rub it on your hands when it gets cold, your skin won't crack.
Oh my! I can't believe you remembered something like that.
Of course I remember. You always took such good care of me when I fell sick as a child. In comparison, this is nothing.
You're all grown up now, and you don't get sick nearly as easily. You don't need me to look after you anymore.
True, I don't get sick as much. But speaking of being looked after, when I was in Sumeru, I did find myself and my stomach missing your cooking so terribly.
Oh, are you hungry? Would you like to eat something? You too, traveler. Please tell me if there's anything you'd like to eat.
Well, now that you mention it, I do actually feel a bit peckish.
Steak?
Oh, yes. A nice steak would really hit the spot.
Fragrant cedarwood grilled, medium, stewed vegetables on the side?
Yes.
This is exactly
just
what I
like
was
you
like.
always used to make.
Aww.
Thank you kindly, Adeland.
My pleasure. Traveler, I'm sorry I'm not familiar with your preferences. Would you like to come with me and select a few dishes?
Sure. Over here? You know.
Grilling the steak over fragrant cedarwood infuses it with more flavor than pan-frying it. It's a favorite of Master Kaeya's. Since using an open flame to grill indoors is somewhat inconvenient, we usually set up a grill outdoors. It's perfect for grilling meat, but you can also use it to make stews. I can offer you a satisfying salad, cold cut platter, and anything stewed. What would you prefer, traveler?
I want to say sticky honey rice?
Okay, right away.
Yeah. Well, I don't like Izzy gets a fire roy and prefers the broiled
Master
vegetables.
Kaeya really
Where's
likes
Paimon,
stewed
actually?
vegetables, but
What the
it
hell's
takes
Paimon?
the most time. So I'll start making that first, and then prepare your meal once that's underway.
You seem to know Kai's preferences inside out.
Of course! I looked after him and Master Diluc when they were growing up. He wasn't always such a complicated character. He was a gentle child, polite and very sweet. Boys, huh? The gentle ones grow up to be wild, and the rambunctious ones become quiet and reserved. At least that's my
Complete
experience.
opposite.
If there's
Yeah.
anything you don't understand about Master Kaeya and his antics, please feel free to talk to me about it.
That's gonna be a fun conversation.
His temperament has changed quite a lot over the years, but he still has a lot of the endearing qualities I remember.
I can't always tell what he's up to.
Kaeya is much savvier and more mature than he used to be. Goodness knows he could be tricky to deal with. But let me share a few little tips.
Oh.
When he answers your question with a question, stop and think carefully about what he wants you to believe, and don't be led on by him. As for not knowing what he's up to, that's because he loves making up a good cover story. But don't let him get to you too much. You can take it from me. You were drinking a cider lake just now, right?
That's right.
Do you know why it's called that? The name was coined by none other than Master Crepus when he mixed the drink for Master Kaeya himself.
Oh, wow.
They were adorable when they were young. One time, the winery was hosting a banquet, and Master Crepus strictly forbade Master Diluc from drinking. Master Diluc wasn't happy about that, and he convinced Master Kaeya to team up with him and sneak into the wine cellar to steal some dandelion wine.
Ah,
And how did
interesting.
I find this out? Because when Master Kaeya attempted to distract me, I could clearly see Diluc hiding around the corner of the corridor, gesturing to Master Kaeya to direct him through the whole thing.
Oh my god.
The Captain
Oh,
Kaeya
no.
of today never bats an eye when he lies. But he wasn't like that at all when he was young. Oh, goodness. How did I get into this?
Oh, that's
Anyway,
funny.
they were discovered by Master Crepus in the end, and he was furious. He punished Master Kaeya by making him write lines, and Master Diluc was forced to clean the wine barrels in the cellar. The wine cellar had over a dozen large wine barrels to scrub, and Master Diluc was just a child. There was no way he could finish it all by himself. Master Crepus really meant to teach him a lesson. I'd originally planned to secretly finish off the work for him, but when I peeked inside the cellar, I found that Master Kaeya was already there.
Oh, helping?
He and I finished
Aw.
scrubbing the remaining barrels. When Master Crepus saw that the bruises on Master Kaeya's hands were even darker than those on Master Diluc's hands, he instantly understood the situation. Master Crepus wasn't stern by nature, so to comfort Master Kaeya, he mixed him a drink and added a few drops of alcohol just so he could have a little taste. So you see, Kaeya was a gentle child, and never one to boast about the things he did for other people. Sometimes he'd even deny it if asked. His friends have a special place in his heart, even if he keeps this to himself. Kaeya's quite a smooth talker these days, but I can tell that his habit of quietly helping others hasn't changed.
I understand what you mean.
Good. Okay, the stew is nearly ready, but the meat and the other dishes will need a moment. Please wait at the table. I'll be over shortly.
Okay, thank you. There's some nice information on Kaeya.
You're not worried that I can't handle it by myself, are you?
Relax.
Serving meals is all part of my job as a maid. I can manage.
Aww. Aww. Anti-lion. Hold up! Hold up! There's two of you! There's two of you! What? There's two of you! Wait a second! Oh no, that was made. And oh no. Hey Kaeya, how you doing?
Drinking fine wine, eating Adeline's steak.
Oh?
Ah, now this is what I call a vacation.
And you're gonna hear some stories about your childhood?
Oh? What has Adeline been telling you?
She said you're a very smart kid. She said you have a strong sense of...
So she told the good stories. Well, shucks. Now I'm embarrassed.
Food's ready. I hope you're hungry. I made a little extra, given how long it's been since you were last here.
Oh, we never imagined there would be such a magnificent feast. You've really outdone yourself. Why don't you sit and eat with us this time?
Yeah, let's eat together. The more the merrier.
If you keep chatting away, the food will get cold. I'll wait here. Please call me if you need anything.
I'm afraid that just won't do, Adeline. I'm serious. We get together so rarely. Can't you bend the house rules just this once? After all, I don't live here anymore, so I'm just a regular guest. You aren't going to refuse your honored guest this small request, are you?
Since it's you, Master Kaeya, I see no choice but to honor your request. I know that us sharing a meal is a sign of our close relationship, but this is technically against the rules for a maid, so please forgive me for rebuffing you at first. I didn't mean to sound rude.
It's all Kaeya's fault.
Traveler, given how petty Master Kaeya can be, it must be hard for him to make friends. Does he have any friends in the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, me. No, yes, everyone is Kaeya's friend.
See? I do have a way with people.
Yes, it's the
and now I have him here to back me up.
Oh no. You draw Hoku, Mil, Kaeya, and under the gentle breeze.
Hello, everyone. Pardon me, but is this Dawn Winery?
Oh, it's you!
I'm Guangzhe, a guard with the Secure Transport Agency under the Leo Communications Office. Here's my card.
What are you doing here?
No wonder Elzer felt so strongly about staying. He certainly wasn't kidding about how busy it is. Mr. Guangzhe, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is all mine. The Secure Transport Agency has worked with your fine establishment in the past, though we have only corresponded through letters. I always found it a great pity that I, the overseer of our cooperation, have never had the occasion to visit in person.
Why don't we go inside to discuss the details? No doubt the conversation will flow better with some of our wines to taste. Adeline, we'll continue our discussion later. Could you fetch some apple cider for the three of us?
Certainly, Master Kaeya. Please wait a moment.
Can I still speak to her here? No. Why is he here? That's what I'm... Why is that guy here from Lilo? Does that make sense? Oh. I just want to see. What is this place for, huh? Oh. Old statue. Look at that after. Look at that after.
And how might I address you, sir, as well as your...
Just Kaeya is fine. I'm standing in today for Elzer, who usually manages the winery's business. And this is my good friend.
Hi, I'm Jaden.
A pleasure to meet you as well. I'm not just here today to pay a visit. I actually have an invitation for Master D-Luke to cut the ribbon at a ceremony to celebrate our agency's business.
Oh, okay.
Our collaboration with Dawn Winery last year was quite successful, and I was curious about your product shipment plans for the next quarter. If it's no trouble, please, also mention to Master D-Luke that our agency has expanded this year, so if the winery has any additional needs, please consider us.
Master Kaeya, the apple cider you requested.
Master? Wait. Pardon my foolishness, but might I inquire as to your relation to Dawn Winery?
I'm Master Crepus's adopted son,
Yeah.
and Master D-Luke's brother. However, as a serving captain with the Knights of Favonius, I am rarely at the winery.
My mistake. I apologize for not realizing earlier. I do hope I have not done you a discourtesy.
You may have misunderstood, Mr. Guangzhe. Though I am Master D-Luke's brother, I don't actually live at Dawn Winery. I'm also a guest here today. I'm merely here receiving guests due to Elzer being temporarily indisposed. But please, don't worry. I will be sure to extend your invitation to Master D-Luke.
Thank you for your graciousness. I knew that Dawn Winery's wines were delicious, but I am only now discovering how wonderful the apple cider is. It has a clear and inviting fragrance.
In addition to the apple cider, the winery has an extensive collection of reserve wines and liquors. I see you are also a connoisseur of fine wines, so it would be a shame not to sample some. Adeland, please fetch a bottle from the reserve collection in the second floor wine locker.
As you wish, Master.
She's like, so point anymore. Serve you to apple cider, increase a bottle of reserve.
Thank you again for your most gracious hospitality. Today's trip was very fruitful. Now, allow your humble servant to take his leave.
Please, it was a pleasure. Here's hoping we'll have a chance to share some more fine wines together in the future.
The guest has left, Master Kaeya.
In the end, you couldn't protect the reserve. Kaeya's plan succeeded again.
It's no skin off my nose. Master D-Luke may have a few choice words when he learns of the situation, but that's all.
Oh, no.
All I really wanted to say is, you will always be a part of the Dawn Winery family, Master Kaeya.
Aw, so
I
cute.
have never considered you an outsider. No matter when, if you ever feel tired, you'll always be welcome here.
I understand, Adeland.
Is that DeLuke?
Now this is a busy day. Who's at the door this time?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, no,
I'm back.
I thought it was going to be DeLuke.
Now that was fast. How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to be able to leave. What happened?
The doctor said there was nothing to worry about.
Went to
I
the
just
doctor.
need some rest. But on the way back, I met someone who was looking for Master Kaeya.
Kaeya! Shh! Klee's here to rescue you! Come on! Let's escape!
Kaeya's in a danger. What are you rescuing Kaeya from?
Mr. Honorary Knight! Are you grounded with Kaeya too?
No!
Grounded?
Oh, Klee's so cute.
Yes,
No.
Albedo was saying something about that.
Yeah.
Sumeru was fun, but it can't compare with Mondstadt. So here we are.
You two must have done something to make Jean mad. But that's okay. Kaeya has rescued Klee loads of times before, so when Albedo told me you came back, I went and said sorry to Jean. Kaeya, you're free now. We can go play together again.
Oh, if my memory serves me correctly, this child is...
This is a fully qualified Knight of Favonius.
The Spark Knight. The Klee, yeah.
I'm Klee. We're sorry. Please don't ground Kaeya.
What?
I really need to take Kaeya and Mr. Honorary Knight away, so we can go find Albedo, Sucrose, Amber, and everyone else and play together.
I see. Hello, Miss Klee. You needn't worry. Master Kaeya's grounding is long over.
See, Adeland, you don't need to worry about me. I have lots of people to care for me now.
I love Kaeya's and Klee's relationship. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Our son. Follow the sun in flight. Flee with all your might. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, Klee is like one of the best characters in Genshin. 100%. She's just so adorable. I have to be honest. This was my favorite hangout so far. This was definitely my favorite hangout so far. I think Carbase is probably a close second, but this one was like so good. We got to meet Klee, Albedo, Jean, Lisa, Diona, Venti, Deluc. Oh my god. And a lot of NPCs. Like, it was so... Adeline as well. We got to meet so many good people. It was... I love this one. This is definitely my favorite hangout. Repeating shenanigans is sweet and unlike all endings. Participate in the wager set up by Kaeya. Listen to the voice coming from the confinement room. Oh, poor Klee. I loved that. That was such a good part of it. Oh yeah, I could be honest. Paimon didn't say a word during that. At one point, I was surprised when I thought about it. Like, he didn't. I was surprised. I definitely when I said Sticky Honey Rose, I was like, man, I'm surprised that Paimon didn't say anything. That was surprising. I wonder where Paimon was the whole time. That was interesting. But anyway, I hope everyone did enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry if I made probably sounded weird during this, or like and stuff. I'm a bit sick, so sorry about that. But this is definitely my favorite Hangout Quest out of all of them so far. It was so good. All I have is Sais and Beidous to do after this one, but I feel like they're not going to be as good as this one. But they'll still be good. But Kaeya's Kaeya, and damn, this was so good. But. Everyone did enjoy, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye!